Yo, welcome to another episode of The Session. It's your boy Justo. Right now, I got a co-host to step in for me right now.
Jeez.
You already know ASP's in the building.
Come on.
Yo, we got a special guest. A special guest.
Right, thank you.
I'm telling you, this guest, he's very special. Dee Gully.
All right, bro. Thank you for having me.
Yo, thank you for the night.
Thank you for making time.
Come on.
Thank you very much, bro.
Come on, it's been a
Thank
minute. You know what I mean? It's been a minute. I know you're a busy guy.
Oh, bro, listen, I appreciate you working with me. This feels big, bro.
Yeah?
This feels like Mom, I made it.
Come on, man. Yo,
Like, Mom, I made
you're
it.
outside in the field right now.
You know,
you're one of
obviously,
us.
You know, obviously, I sit down and talk to a lot of people, but it's not ever about me.
Yeah.
So this is
You know what? Nah.
this is new.
Come on, man.
Sensational.
I could get used to this.
Look at the hair. Look at the haircut you got.
I got a haircut for you.
Why for that though?
You watch our podcast, I look like shit. but for you,
Come on, my G.
the Sessions subscribers,
Yeah.
you get me?
Come on.
Especially, have you got a female viewership?
Yeah.
Right, for the female viewership, it's
The
your boy.
gangster chicks.
Pengzo Washington, it's your boy. You get me?
Okay.
You get me?
Pengzo Washington.
I'm there.
Hey, reel it off. Do it.
Full name, Denzel Washington, Obama, Martin Luther Van, Josh Jackson, 5 the first. All right. Let them know.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get them all that, but
Yo.
Like me, I'm the unbiased tyrant with the unbiased take for the real to relate.
Yeah.
Barbershop's
Bow.
best.
Come
The
on.
barbershop's best.
Come on.
The council estate's favourite.
Come on.
You know the rest, man.
Yo,
We're here.
you lot already know, bro. Justo, the review, Darkness Wednesday, we're here. It's The Session.
Jeez.
Man said Darkness Wednesday.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going
bro.
down, bro.
You need to,
Every
you need to
Wednesday,
come on
you
that
know.
one day as well.
I'm not so sure about that.
It's darkness.
Not so sure about that.
It's darkness.
It gets dark.
Yeah, it does.
It gets
really
dark.
does. Yo, Dee Gully, let the people, our viewers, know a little bit about yourself. You know what I mean? Where did you grow up? What school did you go to? And how was your upbringing like?
All right, cool. So, people, I grew up in South London, born and raised. Originally, I was born in Camberwell Green, an area which is known in some circles today as Block 5, for those who know. I went to a primary school called Caldecott School, which was behind King's College Hospital, for those who know. I didn't know R.A. at the time. I didn't know him, but it turns out we were in primary school at the same time. Okay. And I think we might even be the same age, but we were kids, and I didn't really know him because we were young.
claims
He was
are
like 5. No, but bro, like, it's relevant because, like,
Is it?
well, kind of. Like, I'm just fleshing out the story. Bro.
Let me stop.
Get me. Like, you know, I was there. He was there. I'm not saying.
Was there more than one class in 1 year?
Yeah, there was. Yeah. But it's not, I'm not saying like we was playing marbles or nothing like that.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying,
yeah.
in hindsight, man, no, raw. Oh, we were there.
We were there, like.
You get me? Yeah, man. I think Elms was there as well, but obviously Elms is older than man, so I think he went there as well. But yeah, man, we was obviously my mum. She had me quite young. You get me? Like she was like 19 when she had me in that. Single parent vibe. My dad weren't really in the picture. You get me? Like, to be honest, by the time I was born, it was kind of already apparent that they weren't really going to do the couple thing. So it was kind of like set up from the day one that we were just on our own thing, really. But yeah, my mama met another guy and then met my sister, had my sister, you get me?
Yeah.
And then eventually we moved over to Southwest London, Clapham.
Okay.
Clapham Park,
Okay.
for those who know. And then I moved over to another area called... listen. If you're from South London, if you're from South London, from Lambeth, you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
If you're from where I'm from, you know what I'm talking
Can I
about.
say one thing though? Is that alright?
Nah, you're my co-host, bro.
I know. But you know, like Block 5.
Yeah.
Like big up Block 5, Paulette Road, and all them bits and all that. Whatever. I know that. Yeah. Big up everyone over there. That you're saying I moved to Southwest. I know their postcode's SE.
Yeah.
But they're still Southwest in my eyes, bro. Lambeth.
What you say that, yeah?
Yeah, Camberwell not so much, but the where they are, would you not say that they're kind of Brixtonish?
No, they are still, because ultimately it's right behind Angeltown.
Yeah, literally.
So
yeah.
it's basically, you know,
That's
like it's where the postcodes meet, basically.
Yeah.
That's like
it's where the postcodes meet.
you know,
so.
that's like South Kilburn. We're northwest. Yeah, but then you got Moser, that's west. Do you get what I'm saying? Then you got Labrador just there. That's
Yeah.
so we're just like in the middle of where next door to West. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a little cluster still.
You know when people would hear of like Brixton versus Peckham back in the day?
Yeah.
That area is the part where it gets a bit sketchy because Camberwell was almost like
Just Camberwell.
Nah, it's kind of Peckhamy, but so close to them in Block 5.
You know what? Yeah.
From what I heard, I'm from West.
See, it's interesting
That's it.
still because there was a club in Camberwell Green. Obviously, I was way too young for that. Yeah. There was a nightclub called Imperial Gardens, and Imperial Gardens like was one of those old school super clubs.
Yeah.
Where like they would have had like them big boy garage raves with like 1,000 people and all that type of level. Do you get me?
EZ and that.
And so obviously being being in Camberwell, basically right in between Bricky, Peckham, Woolly Road, right in the centre of all of that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff happened in there. Do you get me?
Okay,
A lot of stuff went down in there still.
Because they always rep Brixton Block 5, innit?
But you know what as well though? I don't know, obviously I don't know Billy the Kid from Peckham. Yeah. I don't actually know him personally, but I remember that he had an interview. I don't even know where, but if he sees this, like he'll know. Like he had an interview that came out and he was talking about what you just said, you know. Something very similar to what you said about like how Camberwell's kind of like a bit of a no man's land type of thing.
Yeah.
But he kind of I think sorry about this, bro, but he kind of gave a bit of pushback still.
Really?
Kind of like, I think he gave a bit of pushback to that because I think he was kind of saying, like Camberwell as an area was more valid than just being a vacant area that everyone just cuts through. Do you get me?
No, big up Camberwell whole time because I'm not saying it like that way. I'm saying it more of like, I know people from Mitesfield and that are my friends who would be in a dance there, and if someone shouted out where you from and you made too much noise on the wrong day,
it's a mad thing.
Yeah, because you might be less of you that day.
Yeah.
It's a funny area still because Mitesfield is really, if you ask me, Mitesfield's in Camberwell, but it's just regarded as bricky.
You see what I'm trying to say?
It's
there you go.
bricky.
You know,
Definitely Brixton.
Yeah.
So what was I going to say to you? So
yes, bro.
Secondary school.
Yeah, man.
Was you popular?
I wasn't the most popular. You get me?
But everybody knew you.
Yeah, everybody knew me, definitely. Like, how can I put it? Like, shit. I weren't necessarily the coolest, but I knew the cool niggas. And cool niggas.
So you
I fucked with the right niggas.
So
right
basically,
niggas
you was you was a part of the coolest guys as well because you was hanging around with some of the cool guys, right?
Yeah, like obviously we went to a mixed school, innit? So obviously I was very social. Do you get me?
Because if you said you went to an all boys school, I was gonna say you're mad.
Yeah, no,
because punching them like, went to them kind of school. Them and they doing PE was mad.
I imagine testosterone.
So girls around.
It's very manly.
Yeah,
very manly. I know I'm not fast forwarding, but I would say when I went to college, the course I was on had no women in it. There was only male students in it, and it was the first time I realised what it must have been like for dons who went to boys' schools.
And it's like being in jail.
Kind of still. Like getting out for lunchtime had so much more relevance. Like when I was in a class where it's just males, like you'd be surprised. Like, you get me? Like, you don't realise.
Bag of man, you're thinking, yo, I'm going in here, bro.
Yeah, man.
You get me?
But I went to a mixed school. My school was in Streatham. It was called Dunraven.
I've heard that school still, you know.
Yeah, Dunraven. I can't even think off the top of my head anyone who went there who, forgive me, innit? Like, but I can't even think of no one who really.
Man,
my mind's, I'm drawing a bit of a blank, you know. So I'm not gonna lie. Like a couple old school people, but I'm trying to think. I don't know if it's really anyone who's, you get me, on that kind of scale. On my scale, you get me, on the sessions. You get me? I don't know if there was no one in Dunraven who's coming on the sessions. Do you get me? Yeah. Angie like me now. Angie like me now, Dunraven.
Oh shit!
You get me?
He made it.
Yeah, me, mum. I made it, mum.
Come on.
So what's it called?
I was just gonna say, like, there was enough Tulse Hill youths in my school. A lot of Tulse Hill youths, a lot of Bricky youths. Norwood
as well.
Couple Streatham youths. Like melting pot still, but there was never no beef. No beef. Everyone was coexisting still. But what would happen is there was always that one person where, like, someone might violate them or. And in one case, there was a girl, and one brother like slapped her bum. You know that period in school when the puberty thing's kicking in and everyone's just horny for no reason.
Yeah.
And, it's just, and the girls.
I used to clap big girls' bum.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the skirts start getting. By the way, I'm not saying I did that, but because
I used to feel up girls on the hallway. I did all that.
They're gonna come for you in 10 years. Surviving Justo.
Bro, I was
come for you. Bro.
I was their age.
Hey, don't let Quincy
I
get
was
this
their age, bro.
Hey,
I was there, yo. What is? Did you know talking about it?
I didn't go to his school. Still.
Bro.
Lucky you.
Are you not telling me?
Lucky you.
Are you not telling me in school?
Could have been a
You
Rico.
never used to feel like girls in the hallways.
I don't remember that.
What? You don't never used to pop out and see
And
a girl in the hallway.
if I did, I would not say
reply.
it. By the way,
Yeah,
What
I
do you
don't
mean good
remember.
reply? You know what?
No,
You
I don't
know the
remember. I don't
fakest
remember.
motherfuckers ever, you know? You not going on like you don't never had. Never. Go on, my G, exactly.
Listen,
these guys, they moving mad, didn't it?
Bro.
You lot moving mad. You lot were not popular. Definitely virgins.
What?
Real virgins, definitely not popular.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yo, you probably just to go when you're 17, 18.
No way, bro. You're getting mad, bro.
Bro,
possibly.
I was getting head from young, you know. Young, bro.
Really?
Not in the school corridor, though.
Must be nice.
No, but school corridor, bro.
Yeah.
Girls are getting filled up. Yo,
Yeah,
I get kicked
the
out of the
fingers
school.
and that. I know what you're talking
Man
about,
will
but-
see a girl on the corridor, yo, talk to her, boom, get cooked, feel up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's the game.
Alright,
man said it's the game.
Alright, cool.
There
Yeah,
was a couple
to the girls, bro.
Obviously, they wanted it, innit? You're saying.
Bro,
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
allowing you, bro.
They got to say it,
They're
man.
allowing you, bro.
Yeah.
How do you know they wanted it?
Oh
Because
my
you're
days,
playing
man.
the game, you know you're nice.
Because let's just clear up.
You shook the hand and all
Because
that.
smacking bums is different to fingering a girl that wants to be fingered.
Wow.
Whoa.
Ready?
Is.
Hey.
It is. If you
Whoa.
smack a girl's bum and you don't know her, and she's got a mad brother and that, it's on after that. It's peak. You slapped her ass, bro. You're taking the piss. If it's a thing you're chatting to and you get a little wet finger and that, that's all right.
Okay, yeah,
With
but
permission,
bro.
yeah.
Let's move
I was
on,
gonna
man.
say,
Let's talk about school.
the point I was trying to make, the
Yeah,
point
'cause that was younger days, though.
the point I was trying to
Let's
make,
move on.
the point I was trying to make, was every now and again there will be a brother who do something silly,
And then
like slap the
slapping
wrong
the girl's
girl's
bum, yeah.
bum, and then this girl now will have 25 Brixton youths at the gate at 3 o'clock,
Long.
and niggas are getting beat the
Long.
shit out of.
Bro,
on Lame
I
Court,
know
bro.
mans are running
Beat
through the back
shit.
door.
Yeah?
Mans are cutting out to go through the back door.
Jumping
still.
over fences and that.
Trust
Yeah,
me,
bro.
Straight.
Long.
Trust me.
You don't want to be there like that.
So that happened a lot in
Man
that
never
school?
had no big brothers, so
It happened
you
a
get
few
me.
times still. Like a couple, like you know what? You remember how I said there was all these different areas?
Man,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a thing where, like I said, there was all these different areas. No one ever really had beef majorly, yeah. But there'll be little
Isms.
one-on-one little isms, yeah. And it's like every area at one point kind of showed their strength, like.
Yeah,
So
we're
like
here.
the Toadstool
Yeah,
youth
yeah,
at one
yeah.
point, you had to produce 30 Toadstool youths at the gate.
That is
and then
mad.
and then another day, the Brixton youth was like, right, you trying it, yeah? You got to produce the
50,
Spartans outside.
yeah,
and
yeah.
and so,
The Spartans,
so everyone
300,
got to kind of flex their
300,
strength. You
yeah.
get me? Teachers
That's
were
some
trying to
South
do
London shit, you know.
Teachers
Yeah,
were
that's
trying to do
definitely
like
something. I
gang,
don't think that was like that. I
gang
think over
intervention.
here, I think in Northwest it was more like if you got a situation with somebody, they'll bring their family or their cousins or their brother and they'll bring their friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't really matter what area it was from.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
yeah.
just knew not to fuck with that girl because she's got brothers.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
Dunraven, they
Nah, I
hear
they
it.
bought their postcode, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yo.
Talk.
So how did you...
But what?
No, go on.
Sorry.
Say what you're going to say.
Yeah, like I was really smart when I was a youth still, just so you know, innit?
What happened,
just
man?
for what it's worth. I'm getting to it, you prick. Fucking prick. This fucking prick. Yeah. Like, I remember when I was in primary school, I remember like one of the proudest moments that my mum ever had when I was a youth was when they told her that like my reading age was about 16 and I was like 10 years old. And it was like, this youth like reads like a 16-year-old.
Yo.
Like, no, don't trust my me now, bro.
No, that's hard. That's cold.
You don't
That's
get the
cold.
spud, bro.
I'm reading it. I'm reading it.
Yeah?
I'm reading it.
So
That's
two
hard
twos.
still.
You're
So
intellect.
really, yeah, I was still. And really, the plan was,
You're the guy who sat next to you in the classroom still.
Yeah, all the copy drawer.
them days you would have cut through.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Facts.
The plan was for me to go private school still.
Yeah, see,
I weren't even meant to end up in like Dunraven or no, like state school. I was meant to go to Dulwich College. So I went there for the test. And I actually passed the test still.
Wow.
Go on.
But I didn't pass it high enough to get in for free. Because there's levels to this thing
Trying to
still.
get the ghetto youths.
Yeah, like if we had the
Paper.
bread,
Basically...
tuition, I
you
could have
just-
cut through.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
man.
I weren't Einstein. Do you get me? So
Yeah,
So...
Dunraven.
that's mad.
You know, for a smart young kid at that time, how did you basically navigate yourself to get into like the streets?
Well, listen. To be fair, yeah, like, to be fair, I'm the type of youth who ultimately all I ever wanted to do really was just cut through. Yeah, I just wanted to cut through.
I think that's the most of
Like-
the sake with all of us still.
Yeah, like I've never. When I think about it, I can't think of a time in my life that I've ever instigated something. with anyone. Like, even if, and some people have this thing where if they're around certain people, kind of gives them a certain strength, and it's like it's like, you know, it's like they absorb the aura from everyone who's around, and then they start feeling like
they know they got back up, innit?
Yeah, exactly, and start feeling like they can do anything. Or you know, people who might have encountered certain disrespects at an earlier point in life, and now their strength's up. Now they want get back, and so do you get me? That type of thing. But personally, like,
that was me still.
Yeah.
Once my strength was up.
Yeah, I think you said something like that on.
Yeah, once my
show.
strength was up, because remember, I never had no older brother.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm fighting guys that are way bigger than me.
Yeah.
So you see, when you get to a certain stage and your strength develops and
you're not having it no
your
more.
body's developing, like you're zero tolerance. And at the same time, your name is already ringing bells in your ends as well. So you're like, you're 5-star now. You know what I'm saying? So so that was me. But I didn't really get my get backs like that. But it was more like,
I'm in the game though. I'm here.
It was more like, now the youth that used to trouble me, now they had younger brothers that were coming up. Now, if I needed them to do something, go and do that, because that's how I was dealt with. So you get what I'm saying? Go and do that. So when a man said no,
bullying their little brothers.
No, but that's not bullying, because I was told to do this thing. Yeah, that was not bullying. You know what I'm saying? So, and I did it. So when the little brother would turn around and say to me like, "Yo, I'm not doing that. Yeah, get out of here, bro. Go home. Don't come back up here." So you know what I'm saying? Don't come back. This is not for you. Go home.
Yeah. It's like a life lesson.
When they'll go home, they'll come back with their big brother. And I said, "Oh, this is your big brother." Oh my God, I've been waiting.
You was on super Jedi mind games, bro.
You know them ones there?
Yeah.
I've been literally waiting for this.
You set them up nasty.
But I didn't even know that was their big brother.
You did.
You understand? But I saved
go
them.
home and get your brother.
No, but no. I told them.
That sounds like.
No, I said, go home. This is not for you. Me saying to you, let go of this. Let go of this, because you're not cut out for this. Don't be out here.
Too hot in the kitchen.
I'm actually saving you. You felt like I've kind of embarrassed you for
Boyed
everybody. Boyed it from everybody.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your big brother, and then what a coincidence! This is your big brother.
What coincidence.
Oh my God!
What a coincidence!
I didn't even know that. I've been waiting for this.
Allegedly.
So there's no allegedly. This is real life. You see what I'm saying?
No, allegedly you didn't know they were their brother.
Allegedly I didn't know they were their brother. Yeah. Trust me, this is not chronic. Nothing is alleged.
Trust me. So, but you asked about like first like encountering like street experiences, and like street culture, and that type of whole aspect of life.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm being perfectly honest here, like I had a very protective mum. As I said, obviously my mum was a single mum. I know I said earlier on, obviously my mum did meet someone after my dad. Yeah. Obviously had my sister. Yeah. But that didn't. In the end, it didn't last. In the end. So ultimately, it was me, my sister, my mum, and my mum was like, and we were on really like we was on a dangerous block. Especially like when I was a youth. Yeah. Do you get me? Yeah. Like obviously, maybe it weren't so bad when man got older, but when I was a kid,
the roadside bit,
like it was really, it was. No. I'm talking about even when I was in Clapham. Corner still.
Is it called Clapham Park?
He was on the same block as me. No, I don't want to say the name of the estate.
Oh, my bad.
Niggas still live on the estate, so it's like that's kind of bad. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know. Yeah, like, you get me. That would have been going mad.
No, just
the block is across from the park.
Yeah,
I know the block already. I know what block you're talking about. I know what block.
I do as well.
Yeah, so I just you get me. So and like there was a lot of strong relationships between like Brixton youths and the youths off my block. I think they used to do moves together and that. And so like when I was growing up, I used to see a lot of like I remember like I used to see all like the Brixton youths forever coming around parlaying with the olders on man's block and that. But you see, when I was in school, I didn't really hang around with the road youths. Like I said, I was just cool with them. Bro. But at the end of the day, like I'm a funny youth. Like you get me? Like I'm whatever, bro. Like I'm a funny youth. Like pause. Do you get me? I'm humorous. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm humorous. Like more time.
For that. That's good.
Like,
That's good.
And you know, like girls always just kind of. I'm not gonna say they talk to me like that. Like man was Leonardo DiCaprio.
You was like the best friend.
You was Pengs out watching.
I was. But now there's a connotation that comes with that. Like I was robbed. I weren't rubbed out. But they found me a safe space. I was a safe space.
Dee Gully looked like the guy. He was cool.
I was a safe space.
Yeah, he was cool.
Safe space is wild,
no feel ups around me. Yeah, safe space. You get the friend hug and you're just good. Yeah. And we just
you might get a little bit English from the friend hug. I know them ones there. Come on. Yeah. He's giving you the wrong like.
Man said, Katrina, just come talk to me, man.
Listen,
I got you.
Listen, I told you, bro. Like the skirts was getting shorter, bro. I'm telling you, like like PE, bro. Like, it was mad. Lycra, spandex, and that. Girl. Like, get me. Puberty was wild, fam.
Come on.
But there was a situation, like, if I'm being honest, like, I was thinking before I came here, am I really gonna touch on this? Like, but we're here to tell the truth.
Come
Do
on.
you get it? Like,
Yeah, man.
and there's a lot of truth to be told. And I found myself in a situation when I was in school, yeah, where ultimately somebody who I will probably never know threw my name into an incident that had happened at school, yeah?
Wow.
So something happened where something went missing, yeah? And the teachers were not having this, yeah? So all of a sudden out of nowhere, I start getting called in to the deputy headmaster's office every other day. Just calling me in there like after lunch, like, and I'll be in there like for an hour.
Damn, bro.
So they're asking me about this thing that's gone missing. But I'm not no Bart Simpson youth where I got this reputation for being mischievous and I was loud and I was always making everyone laugh and that. But I weren't like the guy who like push the fire alarm and like do all that dumb shit. So
why they keep bringing you back for meetings though?
Because ultimately they obviously they were of the assumption that I am responsible for this thing.
So they're trying to get you to slip
missing.
up every time they ask you again.
They're just pressing me, innit?
Yeah.
Pressing me for a confession, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, it's a thing where, like, my mum today, yeah, like my mum's a teacher. Well, she's retired now, yeah, but she's a teacher, yeah. She was a teacher. And my sister, I think she's like a deputy head teacher now.
Okay.
So big up her. Like, they're both teachers, yeah? But you see, no, big up. But you see, when I was a youth, like, I don't know what it was, yeah, but I kind of felt like with the teachers, like, my mum's always going to see their point of view before she sees man's point of view.
Facts.
Whereas today, I feel like parents today, man's generation of parents, because man know, it's like, man's not just giving them the full,
oh my
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So,
hey, you know what, sometimes, I know my son is in the, but I've got his back, because you have my back.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, you get me? So, because I've thought about this many a time, innit? And I've relived it so many times. It's like, man thinks, hold on, why did man never just go, hey, Marge, listen, these school teachers are pressing, man, you know, about some bullshit. Man, don't even know. But it was a thing where, I just thought at the time, you know what, like, she's more likely to see it their way than my way. And I just thought maybe I could just deal with it myself and just deny it and then it will just die down. Do you get me? So that didn't work. Do you get me? Like denying it, dying down, that did not work, yeah? So they said that they heard that someone else did it. They said they heard someone else did it, yeah?
But they put your name at the front
yeah,
you did it.
And I'm saying I didn't do it.
Yeah, innit?
Did what?
No, I don't want to. I just want to say that something. I just want to say that something in school. No. I'm saying as much as I can say. I'm saying as much as I can say. Still, something from school
got stolen.
Left school. Something from school left school.
The money.
And they said that I never said money. I never said money.
The money. Somebody robbed the money.
Weren't no money. I ain't saying it was money. Weren't no money.
Okay.
Weren't no money. But
we need to know.
Somebody robbed the teacher's dildo.
Basically, not teacher's dildo. So they thought. So ultimately, yeah.
Pause, bro.
So in the end, what happened was, in the end, they told me that they know who else bust it. Yeah. Oh shit. They said to me, that like, they know who else did it. Yeah. And it was kind of like they was trying to press me.
That you was in partnership or something?
Yeah.
They trying to get you to snitch.
They were trying to press me to snitch and say, do you get me, whatever I want.
You was in an interrogation room, boy.
They were trying to make you snitch. You told that day?
No, so ultimately, yeah, obviously, I didn't see anyone do anything.
Can't do it.
So I can't say raw. They did that. Did you get me?
Did what?
So did the thing I'm trying to say. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No.
So
We don't know what you're trying to say.
Boom. No, but let me continue because maybe it'll make better sense, innit?
Yeah.
So in the end now, yeah, it's a thing where obviously man don't feel like man can tell man's mum this is going on. Man's about 14. Man's getting stressed. Them days there, like I'm looking at like the idea of getting kicked out of school like the end of the world. Yeah, I don't know if these youths understand, yeah, but you see we're old. So for me, yeah, like there's people where it's like raw. If man gets kicked out of school, man's never seen you again. There's no Facebook, there's no mobile phone, there's no nothing. Like 6 weeks holiday, man ain't seeing nobody till September. Like there's no Get me?
You didn't even know they live closer to you, but you're not seeing them
certain
still.
times, it's all well and good. You might have a man's house number, but maybe your mum don't let you use the house phone. Maybe you don't let you use the house phone.
You might call the house twice a year.
You know what I'm trying to say? No, use the house phone. So, you know them ones that, all the man them, by the way, who used to borrow the classmates' video games in July, knowing, that you ain't got to see them for fucking 3 months, and you don't even bring it back, Them ones there, like when your last year of primary school, it's borrowed bare shit, it's borrowed bare games and that. Because you got secondary school,
let me tell you something right now.
More combat.
That's my confession, that's my film.
Let me tell you something.
No, wait, he's done.
My mum bought us a PlayStation.
You see what he's doing?
We never had no games.
You played the demo disc.
Yeah, but you never had no game.
No, but when a cartridge,
Back then, this PlayStation.
Yeah, first PS. Yeah.
So you know what? Went to my bedroom, I said, let me borrow this. That was gone. For time, then I went to another one, let me borrow that. That was gone as well. I had like 20 games that I've never bought.
Yeah, man. So let me finish though, Mack.
Mack's got you. God.
Can I just say something?
Yes, Mack.
How old was he then?
He's a 14, isn't it?
I was 14, man.
How old are you now?
Grown.
I'm 39, Mack.
Grown.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
It's been a long time. This happened in like 1999, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
You couldn't talk about it then.
You can talk about it now.
For sure.
We're trying to make the youths know it makes sense to talk up.
I'm trying to.
Yeah?
I'm trying to.
Does it?
I'm trying to.
Right, so now we're going to open up.
Pause. Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
Thanks for saving me.
By the way, I wasn't holding it. By the way, can I just say something?
I just want to know what got taken in school.
I guess it was something. I guess it was something belonging to a teacher, but I don't know specifically.
Someone's phone.
No, I'm saying I don't know specifically because remember I didn't take that.
Okay, fair
enough. I
enough.
don't specifically know because I didn't.
No, but they told
so
you.
You're innocent. What are you holding up to?
Yeah, I'm innocent.
If you don't know nothing.
So what I'm saying now,
your knowledge means that means you're not guilty.
But they think you're lying.
So what I'm saying, they think I'm lying. So what I'm saying is, they pressing me for about 2-3 weeks, and I'm just denying all knowledge.
No, but
they're.
So did you know?
No.
They must have said something got stolen. This got stolen.
You know what I'm saying though? Because you're my friend. You're meant to be on my side.
I
mean, like, don't do this.
co-host today.
Like, someone's got to be the good cop, bro.
I'm the good cop. I'm listening.
So,
Justo said to me off camera.
I'm not trying to stick on this point because we got so much to talk about, bro.
No,
we only have so long. I know, Mack. So what I'm saying is, is that raw? Because I'm feeling like if man goes to man's mum, it's just gonna blow it up more. Man's just gonna get in trouble. Rare.
Yeah.
While I'm denying it and they're not having it, I'm all conferring with my brethrens like, raw. My brethrens know that what is happening. Do you get me? Like, all the teachers don't necessarily know because it's all being done in private. Do you get me? So, like, my teachers don't know that this shit, not everybody knows about this investigation.
So you do know what got taken?
It's low key. No. What I'm telling you.
Because your brethrens are letting you know your mad thing got taken.
No. I'm telling my brethrens, listen, this is what's going on with me.
Yeah.
The teachers are trying to investigate me for some shit. So I'm chatting to my brethren in the evening on the landline and I'm saying, "Raw, what am I supposed to do? Shall I tell my mum about it?" Nah, cuz, come on, bro. That's just gonna
escalate the thing.
Like, just die it down. It'll die down.
You get what I'm saying?
Get me? Yeah, and it will die down. But 2-2s anyway, in the end, it don't die down. So what happens is that like my brethren say to me, "Raw," like my brethren says to me, "Raw, do you know what, like, either you might as well say you did it, or say you did it and
he definitely did it, that guy.
Say you did it and hope that they don't boot you out because you ain't never done nothing like that before. So just risk that you're not gonna get the mad thing. Yeah.
Friends like these.
So he's a plead guilty and get leniency.
And he knows you did nothing.
Yeah, the brothers knew.
Yeah, he done it. He did
that shit.
So
that's why you're pretending.
No. It wasn't up. They didn't. No,
he did it. You don't even.
No, fuck it. Maybe they did.
Whatever they said he did, he did that shit.
No, I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is in the day. So ultimately, I decided it's mad now, innit? Like panic, man's a youth, no excuse really. Other youths at that age probably would have handled this better, and with the benefit of hindsight, I would have handled it better. But I decided to risk the fact that I had a good reputation at school until that point, and I ain't never done nothing really bad. I was just
owned up.
Silly, but I weren't bad. So I thought, do you know what? Like,
I'm gonna say
if I own up, might get the slap on the wrist or whatever, get a little warning, but I'm still going to be in school. It's not going to be the worst. Do you get me?
But you shouldn't have told her because you didn't know what
I'm kind of glad the story ended that way.
Where the problem happens though, yeah, is that it's like, imagine, fuck it, no need for the analogy. Basically, like, I've just owned up to whatever they're saying man did, yeah? So
which you didn't do.
Which I didn't do. 100% didn't do. I swear on my life I didn't do.
Yeah.
But I decided to say, fuck it, I'm gonna say it and just say, listen, I'm really sorry. You know I'm not a bad kid. Get me?
Lan, I'm about to get you with something.
Right.
But Lan,
so
I'm
I've
about
gone
to
to
get
say
you
my
with
something, yeah?
Yeah.
And then what's happened now, yeah, is they have, for whatever reason, they've added other people to the case. Do you know what I'm trying to say? To the case, yeah? Case, yeah? So what's happened in the end now is that me admitting what they're saying I did, yeah? They somehow leverage that to factor in some next youths. And then it's like,
to make it seem like you snitched.
like a snitch thing. So then what happened was everybody. So then what happened is now.
Man,
so then no, I never, bro, Mack, I never. So then what happens? So here what happens?
Nah, you never snitched.
So here what happens?
Dog,
I snitched on me. No, I snitched on me.
Dog, you
I snitched on me,
Mack,
Mack.
you never
I
snitched.
snitched on me.
Mack, you never snitched.
I snitched on me.
I know what you're talking
So you know what I'm
about.
trying to say.
Let's move on.
No, so listen. So then listen.
go on.
So listen, Mack, listen.
Listen.
So then I get kicked out.
Up to Saturday, they don't know what they owned up to. But you
No, it's I snitched on me.
No, Mack, you can't say that.
Bro.
Mack, you can't say that, Mack. Wait, hold on, wait, Gully, wait.
I snitched on me.
Let me say something.
This is chicken oriental. It's gone mad.
Yo, Mack, you can't say that. Let me tell you why you can't. No, let me tell you why you can't say that. I'm gonna tell you.
You're happy I brought this up, though, aren't you?
Wait.
No, he's
Let me speak,
yeah.
please.
I don't know why you bring it up.
I did. That's what
but
he said.
So someone's watching this that he's trying to say I didn't snitch on you.
Because I didn't.
Alright, cool.
Alright, let me say. Can I justify it? Let me just say something. Look, put it this way.
Oh my days.
You gotta remember this shit. You have to remember this, bro. When we're young and we're on the when we're young, we're bad.
You don't know what happened.
No, we're bad. So we know how to deal with that situation. He ain't bad. He don't know how to deal with that situation.
I've never been bad.
Watch it now. He's been, bro. Yo, come on,
Mate, if I'm innocent, I'm innocent.
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
going mad.
Hold on.
I'm going to tear down this screen. You think I done what?
Yeah.
But he doesn't know what it is, though. They're not telling him what it is.
No. They want the confession.
Shall I tell you why? Because he slightly knew what I want.
I don't know.
No, he didn't.
I don't know what. Brother, you see what's mad? To this day,
And he told him what
bro,
he want.
you see to this day, yeah?
Bro,
You see to this day.
He doesn't know.
You see till this day.
Yeah.
Till this day, I will never know whoever threw my name in this pot for them
But
to be
do you know
calling
what
me
was
for
taken,
that.
though?
I
That's
will
irrelevant.
never know. Huh?
Do you know what was taken?
I don't know.
All right,
I do
listen
not know.
to this now, man.
But you know what I'm saying?
Do you know how much? Hold on. But
Sorry.
Yeah, I done it.
You got it.
I done it.
Good.
I done it.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but I done it.
Alright, but listen.
You're trying it.
I Mack, listen.
What
I
you
Mack,
blaming me on?
I Mack, listen.
I done.
So hear what I'm saying.
How do they factor other people in if you don't know what's been taken?
No, ask him that.
Yeah.
Ow.
No, but you have to stop putting it out there.
Move on.
Let's play something, yeah? Let's play something, yeah?
Gully is dangerous, you know.
So two
Hey,
twos now.
Gully.
So two
Let
twos.
Gully tell his
So
story.
two twos.
Hey.
So two twos.
They're gonna
Because we're not
hump
going to
you.
hang up on this. So two twos.
Yeah.
Man got, So I got expelled. So two twos, I got expelled.
I know these ones.
Yeah,
I
go on.
got expelled, yeah?
Yeah.
They expelled me on the spot.
Wait.
They led me to believe.
Led me to believe
This was
is
my first
mad.
experience. Like they led me to believe, right? If you tell us the truth, tell us what happened, right?
We'll keep you in the school.
We'll work it out, whatever.
yeah.
So I decided to go with that, and then they just said, nope. Actually, furthermore,
You're
we ain't
out.
doing that. You can leave.
Wait,
Type
what?
of shit,
You
yeah?
decided to go with that to tell them to stay in the school?
Yes,
So you was going to snitch?
on myself.
Oh, okay.
Listen to this though.
Alright.
Oi, all I wanted to say really and truly.
How-
Yeah?
so-
All I wanted to say really and truly was this. Do you know, how much black youths get convinced to admitting crimes and they go jail for it? Because they want to get out of the situation.
This is what. So basically,
So much
Can I get
black
this
youths
straight?
go jail
So
like that, bro.
What they done?
When you're young and you ain't got, bro. Do you know when I was young? I got nicked. I got nicked. I remember the police officer kept talking to me. I don't know what I got, but he keeps talking to me. I'm like, why do you keep talking to me? Like, I don't get it. But he was trying to make me admit something, and imply some of my friends in something.
Yeah.
Remember, we were young. When it was me, Ashraf, and Mosey. yeah, trying to imply that like something about my primary school that happened. Like we broke in or something, or bro, and they got away, but I didn't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were like, where, bro. Do you know, like, I'm saying to the officer, do not take me to my mum's yard because she's gonna murder me.
I hate it. But
So here's the twist, though.
Hold on, but let me land.
You first.
But you see the way the police officer was going?
You first.
He was going in and day, like, every day he would see me like, they let me go. But he would see me, if you don't, we're gonna have to pick you up soon. The pressure was so peaky, I had to tell, my dad.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say that.
What I'm saying is,
I had to tell my later. I was told never to snitch. I was told to die.
You told your dad what?
I told my dad like the police.
They're pressing me.
Saying, like I broke into like. But who's the police officer?
All right.
So
Cool.
Yeah, my dad's backed me on something like that before as well.
My dad gave us. So why didn't you arrest him?
He's
not guilty.
What am I talking about this situation?
Yeah.
I might have got lost somewhere.
Yeah.
But I did remember a part where you said that they came to you and they said they have got proof that it's not you.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
They came
They
back
said
to
they
me
heard
and
that.
said-
Say that.
No, they came back to me and said, we know who else was in it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
No, Gully, you just said
I know. I might have misspoke. No, I might have misspoke.
That's
What I'm saying
We're
is,
gonna just move on.
no, so I might have misspoke. But what I'm
shit,
saying
Mack,
is,
enough.
no, because I need to. I need to clear it up. No, I need to clear it up.
I need to know something.
I need to clean it up.
I need to know something.
I need to clean it up.
No, but I need to
you
know
lot, I'm
something.
letting know because I'm letting everyone do a lot of talking about this, but I'm not being able to clean it
We
up.
don't care. We don't care.
No, but
We actually don't. No, I
since
do.
I've said it-
I do.
No, bro.
Listen,
No, wait.
Listen.
Yeah, but blood.
If you just let me fucking talk, I answer what happened. I actually understand what happened, bro. Yeah,
sorry.
because there was no bad feelings. Nobody felt away about nothing that happened because everyone got kicked out. I don't know how other people felt about getting kicked out.
How do you know there was no bad feelings then?
No, because if you let me fucking talk,
Alright, cool.
I don't know how man them felt about getting kicked out because man are not my brethrens and them man are not my brethrens. We just know that none of us go to the school no more. Yeah? So 2-2s now. That's after 7 weeks. I get a letter or something like that. I don't know if my mum reached out to them. Maybe she settled it and I didn't know.
Yeah, go on,
But they had this thing where it's like a review thing. Where it's like it's almost like, well, let's talk to you. And you might be able to overturn being kicked out. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So see if we can forgive it and see if it overturn. And they bring like the school governors, the parent governors, and then they have to like vote if you can come back to school.
I've been there,
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I've had that.
So you have to hear what happened, hear if you're sorry about it and that. Are you like a changed person, whatever? Do you get me?
I
And then we
didn't
can
do
bring
none
it
of
back
that.
in.
I switched on them. I said, you lot try to play me.
No, but
So when I've come, I've come with my mum now, yeah. And do you remember these times that my mum actually these times, I've tried to tell her now that I didn't actually do it, and that really like I thought if I said I did it, then boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But she weren't even buying that, bro. You get me?
Oh my
So
days.
she's thinking,
Like, you gone too far, man, that's right. Yeah.
she's thinking now, man's trying to moonwalk out, but she
getting
don't
too much
realize,
energy.
man. You get me? Man's plan
didn't have your back.
Man, no, because man's plan
My
blew
mum
up.
never had
Do you get what
my
I'm trying to
back
say?
either. My mum never had my back either.
So get me?
My mum would've
So
sorted
her
that
whole
out.
thing. So her whole
From
thing
the
was
jump.
raw. So her whole thing's raw. When you go back in there, you just make sure you tell them how you're sorry and tell them, listen, you're here to do your schoolwork and that, and rare. I don't know why that's funny, but you do your schoolwork and
the whole
that,
thing's
and then
funny.
come back into school and do your thing, yeah?
Yeah.
So I come back in the meeting with my mum now and that. Obviously, parents already knew my mum, so the relationships were good. So I did my meeting, said I'm sorry, whatever, boom. And then they've let me back into school, yeah? So 2-2s, but there was no, but at this point, what I need man to understand is that at this point, we are no longer discussing the thing that got me kicked out.
Yeah.
Now, it's just a review of your character. Yeah, and Rod, do we want this child
But the
back?
other- the other youths got
in
back in
here
as well then?
with the other youths? No, they did not get back in. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That was all the plan.
So these youths didn't get back into school. Do you get it? So then what happened was now, because them youths didn't get back in, but I did,
informed this,
they're looking at it as if me going back in had anything to do with them not, when it didn't. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
How
We
do you
was
know
all expelled. Pardon me?
why I'm saying I'm confused.
Yeah.
Because earlier
Yeah.
you said that the people thought you snitched.
The people, do you mean what the
And then
people?
The
halfway
students.
through-
Yeah, they thought.
Yeah.
The reason why is because.
And then halfway
Sorry, Matt,
through
go
this
through.
Just now, you just said no. They didn't think you were saying
Because we all got kicked out.
What I'm saying,
everyone got cooked out. You don't know what they think.
Why they think I snitched is because. Sorry, go on, Mack. Sorry, go on.
You said
this is
you
good.
didn't know what they were talking about until now because you haven't.
You never spoke.
Yeah, I don't know who.
Because
sorry, go on.
Because then you're not your friends.
Yeah.
Now we've doubled back into the bit where you're saying in the air they were saying that you was a snitch.
So I'm saying is that so just to clear this up here.
But this is
I know, but I'm saying I know we're at the end anyway. But what I'm trying to say is wrong.
We're not at the end because we still don't know what got to
you. Alright, so something. Something below. Alright, cool.
So we're just in the mess.
Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So something. Alright, cool. Now I hear it.
I believe from what you've told me, I know from what you've told me, you told me.
Yeah.
You may not have
it sounds suspected, bro. It does.
But what you did, blame it on yourself. Yeah? Mm-hmm. They made you blame yourself by putting with them as a joint enterprise, but them knowing that it was them.
Yes.
But they're thinking...
Because they're adults.
No, because they're in school.
No, but the people that are setting them up are adults.
No, they're the bad kids. So they're saying...
Okay, got you.
Yes.
Yeah. The adults think that. That's what I'm saying.
They made you say this.
Wait, who made who? Let me be clear. Sorry, who?
The bad kids.
Yeah, the bad kids
made
you.
So goes to the adults.
Right.
They already know it was the bad kids.
Okay.
The adults knew. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they told you.
Okay.
You told them. I know this.
No, you're right so far. No, that's right.
He's cooking.
They told you. Yeah. We already know who it is. Just tell us one.
That's the man that pleads cases, I'm telling you.
You was the weakest link.
Yeah, literally.
So you thought you was helping by saying, yeah, alright, cool.
Yeah, literally.
But no, they had nothing.
Yeah, literally.
You're just owning up on things. Bad man, what you dealing with?
So the mad thing was, in fact, yeah. No, you're right. So listen. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so you know what I'm saying? No, I'm with you. Yeah. So hear what I'm saying? Yeah, so hear what I'm saying? No, he's very accurate. But here's what I'm saying. But here's the joke. No, but here's the thing. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm trying to say. But here's the thing I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah?
Man's going a long way home.
No one felt, remember, no one was going any way home because at the time I'm also not in school either. So I'm not.
No, you went back to school though.
Yeah, but I ain't told you what happened when I went back to school. So
right, let's get to the
you beat them up?
Is that no.
Let him tell his story. This is his story.
Bro, point is, is that bro. I came back into school, yeah. But me coming back into school had nothing to do with anyone else who did not come back in the same way that if they had their own meeting and they said, I'm really sorry, let me back in, whatever. If they said no to them, that ain't got nothing to do with what they said to me. I had my own meeting. Every individual had their own meeting with their own mum and their own thing.
Could I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a bit kind of suspect?
In what sense?
You're the only one that came back in.
Yeah, so...
None of them, so that's what Mack said you informed.
Right, so what I'm saying
No, but bro...
No, but he knows he informed, but he didn't mean to inform.
Yes.
That's what he means.
I'll stand by that. Yeah. That's what I'm standing on that. I didn't mean to.
I know.
You know something funny?
Yeah,
Let me tell you something funny.
I didn't mean to.
From the very start of the story, a man said I had multiple catch-ups with them, I went, huh? To me, that was it already. I already knew. Because I would never have multiple catch-ups if I never did shit. I ain't having no catch-up after that.
Who went to your school? Who did he start off with?
Oh, no, the people who went to my school, I didn't name them. No, that's primary school.
He's been on the pod.
That's when I'm little.
He's been on the pod.
No, I went to primary school, I was little.
I feel like it's someone name brand. You're speaking to this, you're not speaking to us.
Oh, for real? Is that what you're saying?
You had a conversation recently.
So in the end.
You had a conversation recently, so now he's like, yeah.
He's not speaking, he's talking to someone.
No, I'm talking to the internet. I'm telling the story.
So in the end,
you're good. So in the end,
you're good.
This will start because let's remember. Yeah, you know why we're here. Remember the reason why we're here. Remember the reason why we're here. But remember. The question was. Remember the question was, when was your first exposure to street shit?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's the question man asked me. So that's my point. Otherwise, this ain't the story I'm telling.
Facts.
Man said, what's my first exposure to street shit?
Speak about this, but
I'm trying to say.
Facts.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, real.
And this is man's first exposure to street shit. So obviously, now,
continue the story.
So now, the teacher. So obviously, I've come back into school, but I don't know that we ain't all come back into school until I get in and realize, only me's back. But I don't know that, yeah? So obviously, now
we got to clear this up for the kids.
Yeah.
We got to clear this one up.
Yes,
let him speak.
If you could go back, would you do that again?
No.
What would you do?
I'd
go to your mum
say,
earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And go see your mum.
First time they call me in the office, I say, I don't know what you're talking about. And as soon as I go home, I tell my mum exactly what they're dealing with. And say, Mum, you need to come to school with me tomorrow, because I don't know what they're dealing with.
Yeah, because it sounds the way they're moving is mad, Mum.
So is that an encrypted answer? Like, did you know what was happening?
No.
A little bit?
No. Mack, to this day, somebody put my name in these people's ear.
So that's the biggest rat.
And I will never know. I'll never know. I will never, and I don't know who.
That's what that God knows. Did the job.
God knows. The moral of this story
is did the job.
Master Splinter.
The one that did the job.
Talk to your parents.
Talk to your parents.
And if you genuinely don't have nothing to do with nothing, just keep it as that. Don't try and help other people.
100%.
I love that.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's the moral.
But also, if you don't have
no people,
it's one of those things where if you don't have
none of that,
if you don't have
kids, we do a lot of people pleasing.
No people pleasing, blood. Don't do that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I can genuinely, I believe that you didn't snitch. I believe.
But you just said
that
you found.
Thank you.
No.
By default, he did.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Like if I was in that situation,
it would have been ironed out.
I would have been acting
different.
How that person was acting. Like, where is he?
Yeah.
I'm not in school.
Yeah.
And I want everything he's got, mate.
Exactly that.
Exactly that. Because
exactly
I'm not going to see no other logically. Because if I'm saying nothing, why don't you just say nothing? If you don't know nothing, how the fuck are you trying to help?
You see the person that called your name?
I ain't told you
the person that called your name.
Yeah, they're the
don't
worst.
help me.
No, it's not that they worse. They did the crime. They're the one to put the blame on
perpetrator.
Definitely.
They never got kicked out.
No, but Justo.
No, they did. I think
Justo.
They did.
They did. Imagine you done a crime.
Yeah. They never came back.
The jakes are on me.
Yeah.
You haven't reasoned with me about anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I can tell the jakes that to help.
Yeah, it's true.
To help the situation.
That person try to say something.
Do you get it? Yeah. So imagine I'm like, nah, it wasn't just though. It was all me. What? You're both together. You're both going down.
Yeah.
Because you actually did do it. We know, they know you actually did do it. I'm innocent. But I'm trying to be too nice and try and save you. But it's got you in a pickle.
But you know, because you see what he went through, yeah? That's already prepared him for the day he gets nicked to go to police station.
That one there is a catch. Do you know what? That one there is a mad one. Because it's ratting, but it's not ratting. It's mad. It's kind of stupidity to get. Because I've seen that
and you're young.
times.
But that's what I said.
I'm young.
A lot of young kids go to jail because of stupid things. A lot of young people go to jail for stupid things like that.
You'll be a grass. You'll be a grass.
They didn't do nothing.
Because they're paying you.
They're going to put the jacket on, man, still.
Do you get it?
Yeah, but at that age, you know what it is? The word grass is more than, like, you know, like, you see, like, my mum.
Just don't chat.
I learned it at home early. So, like, my brother, I stole his toy. Whatever, but my brother, I can't get it back off me because I'm bigger and I'm older, 3 years older. He goes to tell my mum that I've stole the toy and I won't give it back. My mum's come and slapped me, taken the toy, then slapped my brother for telling on me. So we both got slapped. So now, if we get into an altercation in the garden or wherever it is, mum can't know. There's no telling on each other because we're both getting the mad slap, brother, or the saucepan.
My mum told that.
Or the wooden spoon and that. It's kind
my mum taught us that from when we were young. Don't tell on each other.
Do you think that is mad teaching? Think about what the teachers done.
Yeah, they're manipulative.
The teacher knew one child has got nothing to do with it,
but he could get us all them
to get information out. And still suspending that person to bring them back.
With the jacket.
Because we know it weren't them.
And do you know what though?
Do you know what?
He's good though. He's good.
Go you first.
You know you don't realize.
He's cooking.
What people don't see, what you lot don't realize, yeah. Do you know what you go through as a child? It acts out on your older age.
Yeah.
Everything that you went through, it's just a full circle of thing, bro. Everything
a cycle.
Happens, it keeps happening, but you just never clocked on until you get to a certain age. You be like, yo, when I was in school, you know what I'm saying? So what you're saying, you see what you're saying? I clocked on when he was talking about what he's talking about. This is a setup from you to be a part of the system. It's already a setup. This is the road that was given to you already. Without you even realizing the road that's been
they were
given to
doing
you.
something good.
Yeah.
And then really the teachers and the Jakes.
But you see,
Could have died.
easily.
In Lambeth as well.
What them youths...
In Lambeth, Borough of Lambeth.
What those
Wait,
youths
hold on,
were
listen to what
on...
Gully's saying.
And in the hood.
Those youths weren't baby food. What them youths were on, what Matt's
That's what I'm
saying is
saying, yeah,
very possible.
yeah.
And this, obviously, this is over 20 years ago. So you have to understand the details. It's not fresh like last
No,
week.
but the story
sorry.
would have been better if you said it real.
Okay.
Like, this has got what's gone.
That's how he talks, though.
This is no, but it would have been better, like, to understand. And if I told that story,
More impactful.
I would have named and shamed the teacher.
Yeah.
That's me.
Do you know the teacher's name?
Yeah,
That's me. I would have named that shit the teacher as well.
That teacher there, boom, got onto
see,
me.
hey,
They knew
you
I
did.
had that to the
That's how
video.
man get shanked up, bro, on the way home from school. Yeah.
Done me dirty, fam. Dirty, fam.
That's how man get
for
followed home
no
in that,
reason, bro. And you know what? You know, for the first time in my life, I actually told the fucking truth. You know, and that's made me realize never tell the truth. Never tell the truth, bro. That's why when if Jake snitch, I don't tell the truth, bro.
If it's not,
I don't say nothing. Yo, trust me, I don't say nothing, bro.
Facts.
I've seen, you know, I've seen on my blog.
Facts.
I've seen bear man get dropped.
Knowledge.
I don't say nothing
See knowledge,
because that shit will fuck you up, bro.
knowledge will get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Too much info.
To get
Yeah.
see the knowledge, bro. I can be.
You know too much, bro.
But if I don't have no knowledge of it, yeah, I'm innocent.
My brother.
You see, if I say, do you know what? I did see him run down there.
Already,
much,
you're
yeah.
fucked.
No, for
Yo, as
Nah,
soon
but
as
it's
you
not
say
even.
that,
Nah, but blood.
you are fucked.
Nah, fam, it's not even
You
just
are fucked
implication.
as soon as you say that.
It's not just implication. Obviously,
You're not in a concern.
you're a witness as well.
Yeah, you're not in a concern.
You could get even touched by the murderer if it was a deep situation.
Yeah, bro.
Because you're a witness, let alone a fence. Do you get it?
No
Like,
way. I turned around, someone's
touched.
on the floor.
yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Do you get it?
It sounds bad, but I would even walk off
The minute knowledge
and never saw nothing. Yeah.
That's bro.
The
listen,
knowledge
hey,
will get you
you
in
know what I
trouble.
said?
True.
As a you, yeah, I witnessed bodies get dropped. I didn't see shit.
Yeah, man.
On the internet.
Doesn't
Nah,
matter.
but he's-
I come from that place. I come from a place where
He's
bodies
not on about
get
England,
dropped.
though. He's not on about England.
Yeah, oh.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's not
I
about
come from
England.
a place where bodies get dropped, bro.
And
what
also,
I'm
bro,
saying?
you got to remember
I
as
was
well.
gonna say-
Another thing is quickly. I always remember this being said to me by like an older back in the day. There's a split second between a hero and a victim, and that stuck with me because and the example was like I remember there was an old brother tried to break up an altercation, and then they just turned around and stabbed him.
Right.
Yeah. So them two
away.
left alive. Innocent man who thought he was helping the situation, gone. So I always minded my own business off of that saying.
Trust me.
You know what I mean? Like I'd rather not be there.
So hold on, can I ask you
Yeah,
a
I'm trying to
question? Sorry, Dee Gully. One question. Are you not saying if somebody's got a knife trying to stab somebody else, just stay away?
I'm going home, bro. Yeah, it's nothing to do with me.
Bro,
you can save somebody's life though, man.
I might lose my own though.
Justo.
Throw a brick.
I always say to
Throw something.
What if there's no
Hey,
brick?
Justo. I
Throw
always
your
say to
phone,
you,
bro. Throw something.
How am I gonna call my things?
Hey, brother, big man thing.
Bro, I don't know about you lot, yeah?
Yeah,
But me,
nah,
I
mind
have
your
to
business.
save that life.
Am I bugging? I'm not
If
tweaking.
I get bored there and die, that was meant to. That's how it was
Oh,
written.
nah. I'm going
I
home.
swear down, that's
I'm
how it
going
was
home.
written, bro. Bro, you know what people do nowadays? They just take out the phone and watch somebody get. That's
I wouldn't do that
dickhead
either though. I
move,
went
bro.
there. I'm going home. Yeah, I'm going home.
Bro, sometimes you got
My mum needs me, man. My family needs me, bro.
this is
And I care
painful.
about them a lot.
Bro, imagine if you was in a situation and I'm seeing you and I don't know you, yeah?
Forget imagining. I know a man. Yeah, you see, Pack a Punch.
Yeah.
His brother, yeah, was helping his mate and the thing, and his friend stabbed him by accident. He's not here no more, bro.
God bless, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad, man.
Yeah, forget
It's sad, bro.
imagining.
Yeah.
In real life,
It happens every day as well, and
Yeah.
all over the
It
world.
was written.
it was written, but sometimes you can just mind your business.
Yeah.
To get it, just to say, it's not too bad to be selfish now. We are in the age.
It's a weird time.
We're in the day and age.
They
where-
film you before they help you.
Yeah, we're in the day and age where it's time to be selfish.
Brother, they film
It's
you on the
sad to
floor and you
say.
tried to save the day. They film you.
It's sad to say, but we are in the era of selfishness.
Dad,
Go on.
take me to a place somewhere where there's nobody, bro.
You see? So I was going to say
The
now,
hillside.
I did miss out one thing.
Oh shit.
No, bro. It's
Sit
not
up.
big. It's not big. The point I was
Pause.
going to say, no.
Sorry about that, Dee Gully, but yeah.
Oh, no, bro.
That's good though. That was good.
What I was going to say was, is that obviously I mentioned that all parties involved were expelled initially, yeah? Cool. The part I'm missing out is the fact that, they are not aware that I was ever expelled when they were expelled. They are not aware of that. So when...
I thought you stayed in school.
No, yes. Yeah. So no one's... When you're expelled, you're not allowed to come back to the school. You can't come up to the gate, nothing. Yeah. And like I said, this is old school times when no one's on social network because it don't exist yet. Yeah. And no one's got mobile phones because... Well, no one's got phones yet to their kids and most parents are too young for that shit or whatever. Some people ain't got mobiles. Some people ain't communicating like that. So these youths, I presume, they're at home or whatever, and they don't know who else is at home. And then when they have their review...
Sorry, 1 second.
Mack's not letting me live.
Sorry, no, just say...
Same land, man. I ain't finished the story, man.
Just for the people that are... You're saying it to somebody, yeah?
Yeah.
Who can vouch for you? Was Jermaine there? Ask Jermaine.
No one.
Jermaine.
About what, say? To say what?
Your side.
I got suspended as well.
Oh, bro, Whole of Dunraven knows that. Everyone, the Whole of Dunraven...
So they did know then?
The Whole of Dunraven...
Because someone would have told
They
them.
know I got suspended because I'm not there for 6 weeks. What am I saying? The cardboard cutout for 6 weeks.
No, but I'm saying...
not there. I'm saying the whole of Dunraven knows I was not there.
No, I'm saying the other people.
You're saying they don't know till now. So
but they
No. They know. No. What I'm saying is they know.
Chantel knows.
Bro, the whole of Dunraven
Does he know?
that started in 1996 knows. What I'm trying to tell man is that when they've had the review that I had and their review didn't go the same way mine went, like Mack said, obviously there was ill feelings now, yeah? But my point is that when them ill feelings then escalated into incidents and whatnot, one of the main sticking points was man do not believe that I was expelled the same way you were expelled. I just didn't have the reputation at school maybe that you had. So for me, they were willing to bust me and give me another chance to do my thing. And they didn't feel that way about you, man.
Anyway.
No, he's already said why they did it earlier.
But that's not on me that they didn't feel that way about you, man.
Because they knew you never did it.
Okay, but still, that's still not on me.
The chess piece.
Of course, but that's still not on me. So when I'm telling man, brother, do you understand? They kicked me out with you.
Oh, you spoke to them?
All right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I said numerous times. We had numerous encounters.
That's what I'm saying.
I spoke to them numerous times.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. He's not, like when Mack said he's not talking to us. Because you already had this conversation with somebody. And he's just making aware of it to make him understand
and they keep saying to him he's a snitch. He's trying to say, I ain't a snitch, bro.
Yeah, I ain't never done the damn thing.
Do you get it?
In the end, they're looking at it like, I said whatever I said to save myself at their expense. And so what I tried...
Was it the person that told you just own up to it?
The first person on the phone, you know, you saying you're just talking outside on
just
phones,
own up to it
and they were like, shall I just say I did it?
No. No.
That was a different brethren?
Different brethren.
Oh, okay, cool.
But in the end, like, I'm saying raw, you know, they got rid of me as well. But obviously the point is that man think I said what I said so that you lot get
and you stay in the school.
But I can stay. And the point was that man just did not fathom the fact that that's not what happened. I got booted out the same way man got booted out, but because I weren't really a bad youth in school, they were like, do you know what? Like, we'll let him back in.
Could I ask you a question?
Get me?
Let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
Is this what impacted your music career then?
Not well, kind of still. In a way, I was always a fan of nice transition, bro.
Come on, bro.
I was always a fan of the music thing growing up.
I had a question, so I'm gonna let it go.
No, I mean, obviously, I used to listen to a lot of music, but the thing is that I had friends in school.
Following your lead, right?
Cool. I had friends in school, and I had friends where I live, and they weren't the same because where I live is not near my school.
He's answered my question.
My ends is not the same ends as the
because I was gonna say, did you move after this incident?
No, I didn't. Still, it weren't that mad.
That's what we don't know because you're so mysterious.
Yeah, so it weren't mad. Like people didn't like it. It didn't get that bad where man would have to move nowhere or nothing like that.
You didn't fight them or nothing either.
Couple things happened, but
so you did have to get.
Couple things happened, but man didn't have to move nowhere. Is what I'm trying to say.
So that means it was kind of sticky then.
It was sticky, bro.
This is a big situation.
Yeah, it's actually a big situation, bro.
Kicking on. This is
man's kicking on, bro. I'm trying to find out if
because I said that's why I asked him. Was this situation what made you turn into music? Because you know what I'm saying, kind of is because. You're getting involved in the streets now.
I ain't seen none of this in the comments on YouTube since he's been podding with me though. So it's news to me, you know.
No, so I had friends in my ends. Most of them were older than us anyway.
So they were guiding with you.
My friends from my ends were on. They were on.
What they're on?
They're on whatever. They're on. But my friends in school. Sorry,
they're from a different hood.
But my schoolmates are not on nothing. They're not on nothing.
Oh, your actual mates at school, not the other dons.
My circle of friends who I hang around with in school, who I go home with.
Good kids.
No, they're my mates, but they're good kids,
good
guys. Do you get me?
Get good grades.
Good guys.
Yeah.
So obviously, anytime man was having incidents at the school,
you're going back to the ends and bringing the man them.
Man's with the good guys.
Yeah.
You didn't bring the man them back down.
School gate, I'm with the good guys. You get me?
Yeah.
And so there was one time where one youth who there was one youth still who he wasn't even involved, and it had all blown over. Do you get me? Because you have to remember, obviously the man that ain't there no more. They've still got dons who are still in school with me. Damn. You understand? Obviously, you know what I'm trying to say,
bro.
Like their niggas are still.
Someone
here.
got punched up.
Do you feel it? Some of them still go to school with me. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Some man might have their cousin who's still in school with
screwing you in the hallway and that.
Things, do you get me? But obviously, we're still in school together. So after a while, maybe like most things, it like we move on a bit. Do you get what I'm saying?
Sorry to cut you, bro. See when you're telling the story, it's like you're dib and dabbling.
How so?
That's how he talks. I'm telling you, I podcast with him every Sunday.
Say, yo, them man they was on me because them man they got kicked out of school. You know what I'm saying? Just say that, bro, the Gully. Just say that.
Just land, bro.
You're abandoned.
Alright, listen. Alright, cool.
You do. Remember, I tell you, you're long-winded Gully, long-winded D.
To make it like you don't need to be doing all that.
Justo, he's long-winded. I podcast with him every Sunday. This is how he talks.
This is how people's gonna think that you're guilty because you do what you're doing the way you're bringing it around.
Just land.
Alright, cool. So
let me land.
Yeah, just go on it, bro.
So I came back in school.
Yeah.
And it was a high pressure environment. Do you get me?
Okay.
But a high pressure environment. So
you was known as the Snitch.
And some of the walks, not necessarily, not universally, no. But ultimately, in certain pockets. But
what is that like? What is that?
That's mind games.
Alright, cool. Well, most people didn't see it that way. So it was only people who were affiliated
in that situation,
with the affected who felt that way. But my assumption was
it's always like that.
My assumption was, at the end of the day, they didn't want to get themselves in any trouble or get themselves kicked out, so they didn't ever really push the line like that for it to be a big deal like that. It was more just like bad energy, bad vibes, hostility, whatever, but never real incidents.
Yeah, man, screw it, man, innit?
Yeah.
Can I ask one question?
People from
this question will clear it up. This will clear it up.
Yeah.
I've got a question to clear up because we need to get to the bottom of this and move on.
Okay.
When you pled guilty to the thing you didn't do, did you make a statement?
Which I didn't do.
Did you make a statement saying, I done it, I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Did you implicate any other names in the statement?
No.
Gully, you sounded like Ricks to me right now.
Oh my day, you're bad.
No,
it's not bad.
Nah. Because in the end, because funny enough, because I don't. I'm laughing because you're lying the question. Funny. No,
I didn't really find it funny.
No, not because I thought I know exactly what you're trying to suggest.
No, I'm trying to get you out of it, bro.
No.
No.
I didn't have to say no. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm not long-winded. No, I didn't.
Did you name any other individuals in your statement?
I'm not long-winded.
Yes or no?
No, I'm not long-winded. No, I didn't.
That's been rejected. We're
you're taking too long to.
The first answer of initial is it was a yeah.
It's a sad day for me, man.
And then it's yeah. No,
it's a sad day for me, Justo.
We're not.
It's a sad day for me too. Gully, you're meant to do
I don't think this is that deep though.
It's not that deep.
It's not as deep as your situation, but yeah. But it's not
oh my days.
But in the end, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's mind games as well.
You see in the end, though.
Because I heard what you said a minute ago, you're bad,
Calm.
No, not you. It's
but
what you said.
But ultimately, though, the situation. But ultimately, in school, I'll say in school, it blew over anyway. In the end. In school.
But just for the record, you mentioned no other individual's name.
Blew over.
Yeah,
bro.
You didn't.
No, bro.
Oh my God.
Because you didn't know.
I didn't need to.
Because they wanted you to say you did it.
Just say sorry to them, man, and done.
That's right.
It's
twos. It blew over in the end. Because end of the day, everyone's in school together. We're doing school, whatever. So in the end, it blows over for us who are at school. And then obviously, man leaves school, but we're all still living in the same borough. So obviously, we're out of school now. Everything's
under 18 dances,
whatever, but man is still crossing paths. Locally, do you get me? Because man is still from the same
youth
area.
centers,
that type of shit.
And they're trying to spread that narrative of what happened in school to others.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you one thing that happened that I realised it was peak, like super peak. And I'll just leave it here, super peak. You fast forward a few years to I'm about 20 and I got a girlfriend, yeah? And this girlfriend, she lived at the time, or her aunt lived in an estate where I knew that was kind of like...
They're a bit...
Them man, I knew them man's...
treacherous.
Right? But by then, we've, school's in the rear view.
Yeah.
And
20.
And people ain't... Yeah, like I'm seeing people a part of their thing, and it's not really hostile like that.
Yeah.
You get me? Yeah. But like I said, these man, they grew up to be serious brothers on the roads. Do you get me?
Okay.
They grew up to be serious brothers on the roads, innit? So in the end,
name brand. I know
so in the end,
he knew it.
So in the end now,
I feel that we know them.
I wouldn't know if you knew them.
Like
I wouldn't know if you knew them.
They might be associated to us. Hence why you're talking it.
Oh shit! Is that what you're saying, man?
It's been an hour.
Yeah, we've done an hour.
6 minutes. Hour 6 minutes.
And we ain't got past high school.
Yeah, so I'm gonna record. Nah, so
you're smart, bro.
So I was gonna say,
I know you're saying. Like the thing we spoke about earlier, you're right in as well.
So I was gonna say anyway. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I remember that I was walking at home one day.
Listen, you know.
I was walking my girl back to her aunt's yard one day. I'm about 20 years old, and I know who lives on that end, but it's been years. There's been no issue.
Who gives a shit?
It's blown over. We're all living. So I walk her up to the block, and then a car skirts past, tints and that. Tints rolls down, yeah? So 2-2s now. So what happens is, here's what happens now, yeah? Because like I said, couple man were obviously on big things on the road, serious things. Yeah. I don't know them like that, I'm not around them, but man know, because, you just know niggas, yeah? Man are on what man are on. So I learn in this incident here now, the car goes past, and they jump out on man just because, like, who's that? Just typical who's that shit, yeah? So man jump out on man on a who's that vibe type of thing, right?
South London.
And then there's one youth from the back here who man went to school with. He wasn't involved in none of this, but he knows who he knows, and he went to school with man.
Yeah.
So when these other youths come out now and they're just doing the typical press because you ain't from round here, he ain't saying nothing.
Okay.
He's not saying nothing. So to them, I'm just, why am I here?
He already told them in the car, bro.
So then,
Dee Gully.
All right, fair enough. I weren't Dee Gully yet, but that's all right, cool. So then, all right, cool. So you know what happened?
Yeah.
Funny you mentioned that, bro, yeah? Because then what happens is now, yeah? As they're chatting, I'm trying to wrap this up. Swears that I'm trying to wrap this up. Please don't stir. I'm trying to wrap this up. Please don't stir.
You did the stirring, bro.
But at this point, please don't stir. Let me wrap this up. Let me just wrap it up, yeah?
Cool.
Please let me just wrap it up, yeah? When the youths who I did not know was, I guess, trying to, who am I? What am I doing around here?
Yeah.
What's man's business around here? The youth I went to school with, he says to the rest of them, that's the youth that grassed on blah. Now let me land before you interject. Let me land. He goes, that's the youth who grassed on blah, right? So the rest of them now, they go, what? That's the youth who put blah in prison.
Huh?
No. Now obviously, but remember, this is 5 years. But what I'm trying to say, because man are big time road whatever, man have gone on to do big time stuff. So when the youth said, that's the youth who G'd up whatever, yeah. Man's thinking it's on some big boy stuff, like not no 14-year-old kiddie business. Yeah. Man are thinking big stuff. Yeah. So then man's gone, what? I'm the one who put da-da-da-da. Then man has said, nah, some school shit. Yeah. And then man realised, that's some idiot thing. Like that. At this point, man are looking at that idiot thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what
so
you
man
mean.
said, that's an idiot thing, but still, you get me? Like, you don't need to be on man's area, do you get me?
Yeah,
but then after that, it all got, after the whole thing got patterned anyway. Yeah. The whole thing got patterned.
Oh, Pat took this part,
the whole thing got patterned.
I don't want to get new co-host.
The whole thing got patterned. The whole thing got patterned in the end because one of the brothers who was like the highest ranked,
yeah, he's up
respected
there.
member of the team, whatever.
Justo.
Me and him became, cool. Me and him became really good.
The Justo of the area.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. We became brethren. I'm just trying to do the thing, bro.
No,
like,
talk,
let me
keep
do my thing,
going.
bro.
Keep
Don't
going.
press me, bro. Let me, bro. Please, bro.
Yeah, but I'm trying to help.
Me and him became brethren. We became cool. Yeah, through school, whatever.
The main don on that block.
He was a top guy. You get me?
Was he involved in that thing?
Fam.
No, he wasn't.
He was in school with man, bro.
Yeah.
But he's still the top guy of the team. But he's in school with man.
Yeah.
And as man's getting older, man start being in the same classes together and shit. So man actually get cool after a while. Do you get me? So then when man leaves school now, it's a thing where he's not even pre-ing that. He said, "Car, you're saying man knows it was a setup. Man knows you're cool. You rare. Do you get me?" So then what happens is now, when people get out from wherever they've got out from whatever they've done, do you get me?
Jail,
man says, man says basically, Rod, you know what, all that issue that man's had all these years, whatever, all that's dead because the thing was a setup. It's all under the bridge. Yeah. Man ain't never had it out for man. Man was only trying to boom. Pretty much the conclusion that Mack said. And then man just patterned it off.
Let's move on.
Alright, cool. So man patterned it off.
They got a whole of South London.
And then man got into this music.
I know what happened. This is what happened.
Mac and the cheese.
This is what happened.
Right, this is the last word, yeah?
Yeah, last
this
one.
This is the last word.
Yeah.
And then we move on. This is the last word.
Yeah, Mac closed off.
Someone thinks you ratted. Then the big homie came out and said, "Yo, hear what? No, he's not a snitch no more. Hear what?" And then everyone had to hold it, and that's it, man. It happens 100 times.
I said, that one.
There's loads of them walking around.
Oh my days, you're going.
No, bro. So, hear what? He's not a snitch. What? There's no paperwork.
But he's not a snitch though.
There's no paperwork.
I was trying to get the paperwork thing sorted. That's the point I was making.
100%.
There was no names mentioned, 100%. Right? It's just me. I am.
That's why they're saying there's not a snitch. But people are saying he is snitch because they feel.
That's why I said the word grass.
Yeah, but bro, do you know what? I rate you for bringing it up because you didn't need to.
No,
that's mad.
But at the end of the day, but you know what it is though. You know what it is.
He's telling his story.
There's obviously without all the trolling and all the headlines and that. It is something that ended up being a really serious sequence of events.
That's a serious.
It was a serious sequence of events.
He could have died.
And it's not something I've really talked about.
That's why I said you should have outed
the teacher.
Okay, fair play.
The way you went about this is mad.
Yeah.
Should have outed the teacher still.
See the way you went about this? Yeah. It's like you're leaving it as you're a rap.
Okay.
How it comes across.
Yeah,
you're being loyal to the teachers, but they wasn't loyal to you.
No.
What I get from it,
fuck the teachers.
I don't think you.
Fuck the teachers.
You realised what you was doing.
Nah, I don't either.
You was is it coerced?
Yeah, coerced.
You was coerced into by
set up
adults.
That's the ultimate.
While you're 14.
That's the underlying factor. That's the underlying factor still.
And you know what?
That's really what I was trying to drive to. So,
but you know what?
Hold on. See if you actually committed the crime with the youths.
Yeah.
And then you got coerced by the adults.
Yep, that's foul.
You're a proper snitch.
I'll blame you.
Yeah, that's foul. That's foul.
Because he's a civilian, bro. He's a kid civilian.
Nothing.
Nothing to do with nothing.
Absolutely not.
And then the teachers are putting you in a deep end.
They are.
And you're scared of your mum.
For no reason.
I'm scared of the consequences.
Your mum as
well. Scared of my mum.
Fact.
Scared to get kicked out of school.
Fact.
Scared of the whole thing.
Yeah, so I get where you're coming from. I just think you said it wrong.
Yeah, he said he talks mad.
Bro,
but
that's what I'm saying.
He talks mad.
Gully, why are you talking like that?
That's how he talks, bro.
The way you're talking, it's like you're implying something.
Yeah.
Just be straightforward to what you're trying to say.
It sounds
But
like
just
mad.
You're being too technical
Ask
with
him.
it.
Yeah.
How many
you don't
times?
need to be too technical with it.
Ask Gully this. How many times have I called you? Like, why are you saying it like that, bro?
Many a time.
So
it don't make sense sometimes. Why for that, bro? It don't make sense, bro. Sometimes just say it. Boom. What? Bro, you mad?
As my dog, brother.
Yeah.
Don't ever speak like that because it's gonna fuck you up.
Facts.
No one will lie, bro.
Real talk.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck you up because it's gonna make people look at you like, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yo, that Donny, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Bro, fuck. That's why when I speak to people don't like the way I talk sometimes.
What?
I'm just with it like,
Blunt.
fuck that, bro. Like, I didn't do that. It's got nothing to do with it. What the fuck you talking about?
Straight.
If another man's talking, I say, you snitched. That's me straight. You snitched, bro.
Yeah, too much.
And you probably did, but you snitched.
No, but it sounds. See that rapper guy. Just the other day, everyone was saying he was wrong.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Do you see that he was like, bro,
no, bro, it's the same thing.
How can someone say I'm a snitch? All I said, all right, cool. I said it to the
no, but bro, that's the same area.
Yeah.
What you're talking about.
But
So sure.
That's
the same area.
I said it for the check, but later you can't call me a check. You can't call me a.
No, but he snitched.
But Mac, just to be. Wait, Mac, just to be careful. That's the area that he's kind of going to school in, bro.
So are we saying?
So be careful. Oh. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
He never said it, but
I know, yeah, but I know what he's on about.
He snitched.
So maybe
he snitched.
Maybe
facts.
Maybe whoever's on the road,
get him out of there.
Round there needs to have a meeting.
Regulate.
Beam up.
Regulate.
I would have fucked him up if he came on my end.
What they need to do, they need to have a meeting on their block and make them know this is wrong and this is wrong.
Yo, that's not how meeting goes.
We know how it goes. We know how it goes. But they need to do it however they need
to do it. Okay.
This is wrong. This is wrong. To get
Proposition Mac.
It don't make sense.
Yeah, Proposition Mac.
You can't say stuff. I always know just to say nothing.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But hey, tell them this. You see when you have this meeting, a man might just disappear and never come back.
Hey,
but that's good too. That's good as well, though. As long as they don't snitch on the way out.
A man might just disappear and never come back.
Bro,
I'm telling you.
When I was young, I when I got arrested, yeah. You know when you get arrested and the police are like, have you got any tattoos or scars?
Yeah. They're writing that shit down, bro, for future reference.
I'm about to go. I'm about to go. My mum's.
Mum's sick.
Why you doing?
Kick your foot.
I got a little scar from the iron here, yeah. Like,
man, trying to tell them, innit? Because you're young. Yeah, nah.
But you know, she goes, you don't need to tell them things. So anyway, you go, this mark you down, know who you are.
But you know what's mad, yeah? You know what you said? You see when I got nicked, yeah? They proper took a picture of my tattoo. In my head, I was like,
they advanced. That's later on, though, yeah? Was that later on?
Yeah, later on.
When you're an adult. As a kid, that's a vial, innit?
You want to describe somebody, he had a tattoo of somebody on his...
That's what they do, blood.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what? That story...
But I'm not the only person that's got this tattoo.
I feel like
that's
you
a good thing.
Say it again on you lot show or something. And just properly.
Yeah.
What about if we get the person
in the end,
on the show?
How about we go? But in the end, though, I'll say this, though. What happened was...
thinking out loud, that's it.
What happened is that because...
That would be good, though.
Yeah.
Because look...
Sorry,
bro,
go on. You first.
You genuinely didn't know anything.
I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
They know you didn't know anything.
So,
to be honest, yeah.
Because if they know what they did, and they know they didn't have no reasoning with you, what could you sit on?
All right. Can I design? Gully.
I was trying to tell this in a way, yeah, because of the truth is, it was the first thing I went through.
That was street.
Opened up the door.
That was street.
To then the life outside your house.
Man pulling up on you on the road with the skirt and that.
Yeah. And then that then leads to you then kind of maybe batching up with your own people so that you got a certain support around you, so that you don't find yourself in certain predicaments in future. And then the next thing you know, now you got your batch and you're rolling and shit like that. So that's ultimately the journey. I think with that story that I told there, I wanted to tell it because it's the truth, but in a way that didn't open up wounds. So ultimately, I know
you care about people too much.
I know
bro.
ultimately that this could be viewed by the world. Do you know what I'm saying? I know that every single person in this has the potential to see this. I know that we're nearly 40 years old, but at the same time, I understand that people may have.
Nah, let that go, man. Yo,
so
brother,
it is what it is now. But
if you don't go kick that, you got.
That's what it is,
Listen,
man.
I forgave my teacher, Miss Amnesty.
That's what it is, man.
I forgave her. I'm here. I ain't dying. You get me?
Do you know what I've noticed though, bro? And this might be a bit controversial, but this is the sessions, isn't it? Yeah. Nah. It's the way people address situations that can be the biggest problem as well.
Facts.
Because you see, when the thing happened to Dutchavelli, and all of a sudden everyone's thinking, because Dutch was on fire as a rapper.
Yeah.
He's, you know how I saw him? I saw him as that brother. Every end has got a brother like that. Sick rapper, fly with a gun, mad voice and that. Proper from the ends. You're just waiting for him to jump on his Instagram to just explain it. Like, what, me? Are you fucking mad?
That's how an innocent person would react, I would react.
Yeah. But instead, nothing came out, and then I think he had like a video of him fishing in Jamaica randomly or something on his story.
But saying that though, saying that.
It's just an example that I'm thinking of out loud, basically.
But saying that, I don't. Maybe
it's not foul.
No, wait, not like that. No, I'm just giving. I'm talking about dealing with situation.
This is the session. I'm gonna be real. These are the conversations that we actually have behind closed door. And everybody in the
barbershops and that, bro.
Yeah, but behind closed door. In all honesty, he took long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you straight. Dutch, no word of a lie. That's a funny thing. It, to me, automatically showed me that you did do the damn thing, bro.
Oh no, but that's an opinion. That's an opinion. But away from
that's my opinion.
Yeah. That's yours.
Having that conversation to me, it's
I
like
think that anyway. Whatever thing. That's what I think. Anyway.
But everybody thinks that though. Everyone thinks that.
You think what he said?
Yes.
But what I'm saying is,
you don't think that?
I mean,
I don't know. I ain't really studied.
I don't know.
I don't know. But all I do know,
this is the session wrong. Cut. Speak your mind.
All I know is that me on that particular day, when you see Bouncer post a video or whatever, my video is coming up next. Are you fucking dumb, blood? Because me, big man like me, never. That's what I want to see.
I agree with that.
That's what I want to see.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm saying. You have to address things properly.
But saying that, yeah.
Nip it in the bud. You get me?
See that us when we don't really go viral.
Yeah.
You get it? So we don't know what it is like to be viral because what I would do ain't the same thing that Biz would do.
Okay.
See that, bro?
That's an angle.
I've seen videos of.
You mean someone with like a big stature and that as well in the game and that?
Bro, look, I've seen videos of them saying Biz, Fredo fighting in Westwood. It's
okay.
fake.
Yeah.
It's not even Biz.
Yeah.
It's not Biz. I might have said something on my snap or do you understand? He didn't say nothing. Do you get it? I'm sure there was one with him and Gigs. Do you get it?
Yeah, that all white party video. Yeah, that went real. Yeah.
He didn't say nothing. Do you get it? I might have said something. So you see that people who are more viral, maybe they don't say something when you think they're gonna say something. I don't know.
Nah, I get what you mean.
It's an allegation like that I'm saying something, bro. That's not a little thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's a situation that can actually tarnish you. Well, in a way, it kind of did a little bit because, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking
for
at
a time
like,
frame, yeah.
Then 5 years later, you come outside. You come outside to
You're trying to take a thing back home and get in trouble.
The main bit, that I keep saying, where I'm saying it's guilty.
Go on.
I'm not saying that he's touched her or he's done whatever.
Oh, we're going back on that one.
Yeah, we're not saying he touched her.
I'm not saying that. I don't know how far he went. I'm just saying there's
the messages are mad
stuff. So you see like the picture bit when you're saying, let's recreate this. That's it. That's done. There's nothing else.
Let's recreate this. Oh, how about the one? Yeah. Yo, I need to have
shit. There's nothing else to it.
I need to have a youth right now. Yeah. Hype. Them kind of conversation while you have.
That's inappropriate. So however far you went is none of my business. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah. No. But from what I've seen, it's a red card.
Okay, fair.
In my book.
It's been so long, I can't even remember the whole transcript, bro.
I remember.
I don't. Yeah, obviously, but I don't.
I remember still.
I don't remember it. I just remember that all I remember is that, like, bruv, I'm jumping on putting my video on if Bouncer's got his. That's all I remember. Yeah, dude, but that's all I remember.
I'm thinking I've got a daughter. So if any of my brethren had any conversation like that with my daughter,
clap.
Do you get it? I'm definitely going to jail.
Yeah, bro. I don't care how it looks. I don't care if you didn't even touch her. You get what I'm saying? For real facts, bro. I don't care how it looks.
Explain that to somebody else.
Yeah, don't talk to me about that. Miss me with that bullshit.
I'm not reasoning with
Yo, listen. If, in all honesty,
and we're talking about someone, her dad is not here. That's
exactly.
So whoever responds for Fox, do you get it?
But though,
there's no reasoning.
If Dutch had a daughter and someone's talking to his daughter like that, what do you think Dutch would do?
Yeah, go mad.
Because he's gonna think exactly how we're thinking, right? He's gonna there's no conversation.
See, I can't remember the order of the convo.
Any of my bros,
I can't remember, to be honest. It's been so long.
Any of my bros that are not here right now, if any of their baby mums phone me or their daughter phone me,
listen to Gully's answer
and tell me some inappropriate shit's going on. It's going on.
It's mad.
It's mad. Displeased.
I'm not reasoning with no one.
Gully, if I was talking to your daughter, you're telling me you're not going to be very happy about it.
I'd be very displeased. Justo, man.
How's your daughter, brother?
I have no children at the moment. I don't have any kids.
Man said displeased.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain. This is why I'm even bringing up the way he talks. He's got his own way of talking. You have to know him. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the way he explains things.
No, it's not the way of talking.
No, bro.
I think,
I'm telling you, that's what he's like.
You know, I don't think it's the way. I think it is. Yeah, he's just his action is just different to everybody's action.
Nah, because then that starts sounding.
No, like, bro, he ain't. I can't see Dee Gully trying to get up and go on the glad on a guy that does something mad.
No, I hear that.
He's gonna be angry. He's gonna want to mash their face in, but at the same time, I think he's thinking about, if I do that, what's the repercussion of that person coming back with even more of a...
No, I understand that side of things, but I'm talking about because remember, the reason I'm even bringing... but the reason I'm even bringing up the Dutch ability...
But I wouldn't just...
Yeah, but the reason...
just allow that and be like, fair play.
Yeah, but you might... You
up a man, right?
I have to do something.
Or he might call his bredging or whatever. You get it?
That's what I'm saying.
Because he knows people. People don't know who he knows.
Something would have to happen.
But so we're all on the same page here?
Yeah. But the reason
would have to happen.
And he's on the so if
we are.
And he did this, he'll be on the same page here.
Yeah, something's happening. Of course it is.
But the reason I'm even bringing...
man's not even going too far of how far he went. Just with that inappropriate talking, it's too far.
Too far.
And the man's not
For
here.
a father, it's too far.
The man's not here. Like, this is mad.
The thing is that obviously the only thing really that for me is the discrepancy is where man says that the screenshots were altered
tampered with or something, and the police proved it or something.
I don't
That's
know
another
the
thing.
I don't know.
But that's what they're saying.
I don't know the extent to which they were edited. I don't know. But the fact it opens up a debate if there is agreeance that photo shots or whatever were touched up.
I can't see that happening,
brother.
But they say that the police proved him innocent, innit?
That's it.
That's what they say. So that's why it's open for a decision of someone to not know or not.
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
anyway, my point is to get...
talks bullshit walks, my mum always told me, man.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and there's no smoke without fire as well.
Exactly.
But the same thing I'm saying as well is that, bruv, my example is strictly about the rebuttal though. Do you get it? Because imagine, bro, you get nicked for something, right? Let's just make us a hypothetical scenario. I walk outside, God forbid, Jake's will me, and they go, boom, yeah, you was in a robbery down the road and that, yeah?
How?
Exactly. My thing is like, we're gonna, what? Me? Are you mad? Do you know where I've been? I'm defending myself.
Facts.
That's it. I'm defending myself instantly. And if it's involving any third party person, I don't know them, never saw nothing, I weren't there.
Take it up with them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
That's it. No comment.
Ain't that one of my rules? If you ever get nicked, don't talk about me. Talk about yourself. Yeah. Don't talk about me.
Yeah, bruv.
You get me?
Because you know people's mouth.
I don't know why you got
dangerous.
You see on my case, I had to turn on and say they kept talking, calling my man. So I said, "Why are you telling me about him? Go and speak to him, bro.
Not even just.
Go and speak to him.
Not even in being.
Yeah, not
criminal.
even just in that. In life.
If your girl catches you, keep it on you. Don't put me with you. Make her want to tell my girl.
No, facts.
I was going to say it's not even a road thing, it's life. The reason I even bring up my mum's...
Because we're going to fall out.
The example... Fam, the example of my mum...
That's facts.
For real.
The example of my mum slapping me and my brother is a life lesson. It's not about criminal. It's not about road. It's about know yourself.
Yeah,
mind yourself.
Sometimes minding your own business will save you.
And don't tell on each other.
Yeah, never tell on each other.
Just know now.
You gotta remind us to hear that.
That 10-second YouTube.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Touch it back 3 times on screen.
You got into the music thing.
Yeah, man.
Because you were slim in that music video that I saw. But let's talk about it.
Oh my day.
You was talking some real grease on the videos too.
Is it?
Bro, was you living the life what you was talking about on them?
I didn't talk. No, when I was... So I made a point when I was doing the Grime MC thing.
Yeah.
I made a point of only saying things that I know I can stand on.
Okay.
So, to answer your question, yeah. I didn't say anything outside of reality. I wasn't making up a whole, arsenal of straps that man ain't necessarily got and all of that, which was obviously the thing to do at the time, amongst most MCs at the time.
Yeah.
I never really went along with that.
So you stayed true to your core then?
I feel like I did still. I feel like I did. You get me?
Yeah, he was quite a friendly grime MC.
Even trying to, well, sometimes, at times, to be fair. But even not even trying to be too lyrical with it. Like, I just kind of knew, like, you know, like, I think it's important for people to kind of know, like, what style is for them. You know what I'm trying to say? What style's for them, man? And so I was kind of like, I weren't like some Wretch 3-2. Do you get me?
Yeah,
I was more just like the vibey thing, catchy thing, whatever. And I actually think, really and truly, that's why even now as a listener of music, like I feel like those are the kind of artists I prefer. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you do.
I prefer those artists. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
So in the end, like, I was in a crew called Feedback back in the day, and we was on a station called On Top FM, which is like South London based. Probably like the first grime station in South and the biggest grime station. So like pretty much at some point, every grime MC from South London, whether it's South East, South West, at some point, everybody at some point passed through. Yeah, maybe bar one or two crews, but everybody passed through there. So Big Nasty, you could name everybody. Like everybody was part of it.
So what is it fair to say everybody like in South were like before they started rapping they were all basically MCs then?
Nah, not all.
So
that's what I'm
a fair portion of them. But when you say, so if I look at the rappers in South London now, like say like Blade for example, I don't have a history or a memory of Blade ever being a grime MC. If he was, I don't know that. I know Blade can DJ. I don't know if he still DJs ever.
He was a garage DJ.
Side, but he can, Blade he's skilled at DJ. He's very skilled DJ.
Yeah, like Clue from Goodfellas was a garage grime DJ.
Was he?
Yeah, he DJ'd for me before and that a couple of times. It's my guy. Yeah.
Okay. I
DJ Clueless.
But you got like, when I think about it, like, most, like the grime MCs, like, what I would say, to be fair, what I would say, is that of all the whole grime youths in South London, the ones who've stuck around and survived time, they're pretty much all rappers now. Okay. It kind of looks like that to me. Like it don't look like there's anyone really from the old days who's still today pushing this grime thing, because they're not really like. For example, I know Big Nasty can make grime, but I don't think of him as a grime artist. Like, I don't think of him as a.
He's
grime
more of a character in it. Like
I feel like he just does
personality
and shit like that.
I'd say RA still flies the grime flag though. More so than
I wouldn't think of him as a grime MC first.
I don't think RA is a grime.
I think by now he's kind of transitioned. I feel like
does a bit of rap as well.
I feel like he's more rap first.
Me as well.
And I feel like he does the grime just to let you know he can still.
That he's still cold with it.
So you feel like rap is back? I mean, grime's back.
Yeah, grime's having a good run again.
Look like it now still with things like Mack 10, like DJ Mack 10 and DJ AG and that.
Chip is shutting it down.
Chip's doing that. It is back still. And
even Culture Clash, Red Bulls, Flowdown is having a run. Flowdown and that.
Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah, man.
So, it's kind of back. It's like it's caught that wave still.
That's the real sound of the UK grime.
I was gonna say the fan base. I said the fans ain't the same.
I know you said that.
Like it doesn't necessarily appeal to the same people it used to, because when you go to the raves now and the shows, the crowd obviously look different to what the crowd used to look like when everyone was in their prime. Yeah. But still, there's a market for it. Do you get me? Like there's something for it.
I think even the new generation wants to hear, ooh, you get what I'm saying?
D-Double's a legend, bro.
Time it is.
Legend.
You know what I mean?
Goated.
And they were not on our time, but when they hear that, they know, shut down. And Chipmunks keeps it alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Scorcher's won a mobile. Big up Scorcher, won a mobile. And he's grime. Fully on grime.
Big him up for real.
Rough squad are back.
Yeah, that's true.
Flipping,
Blood, I'm telling you, fam, man. Grime. D-Double. You don't remember D-Double? Risky Roads and that on the staircase.
Of course.
You remember those DVDs?
Bro, my brother had them.
Coldest, bro.
I was watching these films because of my brother.
You don't want to end up missing, found by somebody fishing.
Bro.
In a pants you're shitting. Coldest. Colder than all the rappers.
Yeah.
Swear down.
Yeah. What? D-Double. Coldest. That's an original Don.
Just so you don't forget, you was talking about the fact that I was slim. Just no, because I was straight. Yeah. Slim.
So,
what happened? What happened?
No.
Dee Gully saying, "Yo, this is my time."
No. Just a reminder. Just so that we know.
This is my story today.
I know, bro. Yeah, you was doing the grime, yeah. So
You say, yo.
Why did you stop?
You ain't doing what you're doing over there. This is my day.
For real, yeah, I need to talk about way more. I need to talk about some more stuff. I need to.
Go on, get your shit off. Get your shit off. Get your shit off.
So you was doing the grime and everything.
Fill out the show.
Why did you stop? And was it the depressed because you started putting on the weight? No, you just
Hey, you're foul.
wow.
Hey, that's dark.
Because it could be dark like that.
Get him,
Yeah,
get
it
him,
could be
bro.
dark like that.
Get him.
Yo, cause I
Wait, he
can
wasn't
see
that
the-
slim, was he?
No, he was slim, bro.
Was you in there? What video was he on about, bro?
Not slim, but
Joke is yeah. Anyway, go.
but he was. Yeah,
What video was he on about, bro?
He wasn't big, bro.
I don't know what he
wasn't
saw. I had
Ask him,
I had
man.
content.
Shit.
I had bits.
What the fuck, man? What did you
Maybe
see?
it was the clothes she was wearing. Because
you was quite-
No, I was.
You was
I
quite
didn't-
big when I met
didn't
you.
feel slim.
I know, bro, he didn't look
but
big, though.
I didn't actually feel slim. But when
Did
I
you
look
feel
back at
big?
old stuff, I did still. But when I look
Yeah,
back
he was
now,
always stocky.
no, because kinda, but.
He
When I
wasn't
look back on
stocky,
it
bro.
now,
Trust me, he wasn't that
I go,
stocky.
right, you know what? You weren't as big as you thought
Thank
you
you.
were.
That's what I'm saying,
At the
bro.
time.
Yeah, like I look back at the
That's what I'm
videos
saying.
now and I go like, if I looked like that now, I'd feel like I've slimmed down if I
Yeah.
looked like that now.
Yeah.
But when I was living it in the moment, I don't feel slim.
That happens with age, though, as well, a lot of the time.
You get me? But that's really because I started working at McDonald's store. That's the truth. I
Sneaking
started
the
working
chips
at
and the
McDonald's.
burgers.
Yeah. Growing up, right, I was a big fan of McDonald's. Yeah.
Fuck.
And we didn't grow up with much money.
You still
yeah?
are, bro.
So, thanks.
You are, though.
So, thanks.
KFC
thank you.
still.
I tried to
No,
do-
before the
I tried to do- I
KFC,
tried to
he
use
said that
this-
there's a drive-through,
bro,
right? We
you
need to
just-
go there. That's what he says.
hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
The
you
name
just-
said it's
oh, wow,
the-
oh, wow, nothing, nothing.
Before you came here,
nothing. Yeah,
imagine.
nothing,
I'm calling
nothing
ASV,
sacred.
yeah? When I call it ASV.
Nothing sacred.
Yeah. You know what Gully said? Food. Oh, I thought Justo said food on the
I did.
He said, did he mention food?
I did think he mentioned food still because
That's all he
like,
had.
I like food. I like food.
Oh, my
yeah.
days.
I mean,
man.
it's
I like
essential.
food too.
It's
I like
essential.
food too.
I love food.
Mike
There
used to
you
be
go.
skinny himself.
What?
Mike used to be
Big
proper
up.
slim.
Big up.
Nah,
What?
Not same as you back then.
Hey, tell him to prop a picture of him back in the day.
There you go.
Skinny guy.
But
Yeah.
at the time,
It wasn't.
It's not
That's what I'm
slim.
saying.
That's what.
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Weren't slim, but now today
I was
it's like,
slimmer than
today
him a
it
lot
would be
then.
slim.
Yeah.
Then it weren't so slim.
Yeah.
But I was working. But I got a job at McDonald's.
Yeah. What
bro.
age was that?
I got a job at McDonald's when I was like 17.
Wow.
And so before then, I was man.
Yeah.
Like, I weren't like a big guy, man. But I
Them
just
nuggets
couldn't-
hit different.
I just couldn't resist that McDonald's, my brother.
I feel what you're
like
saying.
because you know what, yeah.
They
I just
give you
felt
free lunch every day
I
at
was
work?
just- yeah, free everything, man.
Yeah.
Shit, free meal, take home, free like, bro, like. Bro,
Ice
like,
cream, I be clapping
bro,
the ice cream,
like
boy.
the golden arches, like it's bro, like I'm trying to make you, like bro, I'm trying to make a man know, you know, like, bro, growing up here,
Yeah, you're different, bro.
growing up, like, I was just a massive fan of McDonald's, bro. I used to love it. I didn't have it often, but I used to really like it, yeah?
Yeah.
And so I remember when I was like 17, I thought, right, this is going to be the best of both worlds now, car. I can earn a little money, make a little change, buy 1-2 trainers and that.
Yeah.
And at the same time,
I'm
I can
eating
have,
McDonald's.
I get the free thing. I can mix my milkshakes up. I can fucking put my chicken burger in the Big Mac before they had a chicken Big Mac.
Yeah.
I could make the chicken Big Mac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Genius.
You
I
probably
could do-
created that without even noticing.
I might have, rude
You
boy.
are a genius.
I was there just,
Yeah.
you get me?
You get me?
I'll tell everyone at McDonald's who knows, by the way, yeah, you used to steal the chicken nuggets on your break by putting them in the bottom of the box, then putting the chips on top. So, I'll tell you, any managers who work at anyone who work at McDonald's, that's the joke. Nuggets, chips. That's the break time joke.
This is why they're getting mad at you.
Listen, Justo, it's
you
all right.
snitching on them,
Hey,
bro.
Justo. Hey, Justo. Hey, man. Hey, man. Shit. We all did it, man.
Hey, bro,
You did,
are you
man.
doing music while you're working at McDonald's?
Yeah, I am, but I'm not on radio, nothing like that. I'm just doing like bedroom.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like the
sets.
man them's got the turntables in the
Yeah.
room. You just doing man's thing,
Like
like just,
local, fully local,
Like, just
with
like you know
1,
what?
2 brethren.
Actually, to be fair, man was getting name brand where I'm from. To be fair, do you get me?
Okay.
Like where I'm from, it was like man was somebody now.
In
like,
Clapham.
this thing. Yeah, like man, like everyone knew man's lyrics and the
Yeah.
ends and that.
Oh, okay, so this
man
is
will-
where you're rising
Youth
to
centre
the
and
top
that.
now.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
man will go to like if there's like little
House
parties
parties.
and that.
The
youth
house party
club,
era is crazy.
like, youth club, all that stuff. Yeah, like you know, like people start the lyrics.
So
like,
McDonald's,
everyone knows
just
lyrics.
to clear this up, because I think as well, the way you use your words, this is another thing.
Go
You sound
through.
like you got a full-time job.
Oh no, I'm studying at the time, bro.
Yeah.
See, I'm 17.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm in college.
make it clear, you working one day a week or something?
Yeah,
or?
so I'm in college, but I'm not. So I'm in college, but I'm working at McDonald's 2 days a week originally. Yeah. But then it's like they started throwing the overtime at me and that. And at the time, I was just thinking about wanting to make money.
Yeah.
By trainers.
But wanting to, or more than trainers, but obviously like.
Yeah, but overtime
being fresh
hours,
mattered, innit? But being fresh mattered and
Very
and then beyond that, whatever.
Getting a car
But
or something like that.
100%. And
you know, if you had the car, the girl them are running to you one time.
Especially at that age.
definitely,
Yeah.
or at Averex.
Fuck, I'm a super nooch.
There you go.
Averex.
Just even a one Averex still.
Man, see, man,
Get me?
get vexed.
So I was doing it at the same time.
Yeah,
So I was getting
yeah, come on. That's the bar.
And I remember girls at college used to tell me I'm getting fat. Like at college, like, and I used to come and tell me,
Already?
so you're getting fat, like, and obviously I knew it was the job. Do you get me? Like,
See, I told you, you
didn't let go though.
at the time.
You get me? I was getting fat still because of food.
Did you let go?
And then what? Sorry,
Of
what?
they're
What?
saying you're getting chunky.
Yeah,
And
what?
you're saying what? Do you know what? I got to cut back a bit, or was you saying fuck that it's free?
I think I was more on a fuck that is free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think I was more fuck that is free. And then I got fired, man.
What did you get fired for? Wait a minute.
Fired, man.
You got caught eating chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken burger.
man. Nah, man.
What'd you get fired for, bro?
I tried to swap ink notes, innit? I tried
Oh,
to
so
swap
you
ink
was-
notes in the till, innit? And it blew up on me, innit? Oh. I was an idiot. I tried to swap like £100 ink notes on one shift. And like I don't know what happened. And it was like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Tried to steal the thing, bro.
yeah, man. I was young, man. I was trying to get them,
how did you
trying to
get
get them
back? How did you
TNs,
get back?
cuz.
Because the ink blew
The
up.
ink blew
I
up.
needed them TNs, cuz. I needed
Yeah,
them
TN
TNs,
era
fam.
was mad with the matching hat.
Yeah, fam. I was trying to get it, fam.
Yeah.
So,
Bruv.
When the ink blew up on the notes. already?
no, sorry, okay, so certain times, yeah, I don't know if niggas know, yeah, but you know certain times, like, niggas would have the blue ink notes, like if they bang the box or whatever.
Yeah.
And, oh, you took it.
So, yeah, so, you know, like
Yeah.
certain
Take
times.
it, yeah.
Oh, it's the other way around then. Okay.
So man tried to
Clean your notes.
and then I tried to clean my own notes with my till,
Money
and
laundering.
essentially
Yeah.
still 17-year-old money laundering.
Yeah.
And then
McDonald's money laundering.
Yeah, McDonald's money laundering. So, and I remember the man there, they fired me in the office, bro. And I remember the man looked at me and he said, "Brother, this is only burgers and chips. If you can't get this, I don't know what
You're
you're gonna do with
finished out
yourself.
here.
What
You're
are you
done
gonna
out
do?
here.
You
Yeah.
can't even do burgers and chips. What the fuck are you gonna do?"
Did they know you swapped it?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
They knew.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know, like they cashed up the till before I started my shift. So
Yeah, it's fresh.
they know the notes that were in there when I started. So when I'm coming back, they're going, "Well, these notes have come
Did you deny it?
in your shift."
Did you deny it?
By then, no.
Or did you just say, "Take care"?
Like, no, I just took the charge. I said, "Yeah, that was me, bro."
Yeah.
Guilty
You're
as
lucky
charged.
they didn't even call the
I'm
police,
gone,
man.
Safe.
Yeah, that's
It was
fraud.
cool.
Yeah.
No, they
Money laundering.
took the bill back though, bro. Like on my last wages, they subtracted the £100.
Oh,
from
so
my
they
last
just made it
wages.
right.
Yeah, they just took it back and just said,
And allowed you.
just go do something else. Fam, I moved to Woolworths across the road, cuz.
Oh.
I was working at Woolworths across the street.
Woolworths, you know, that's old school.
You know, yeah.
When did they let you go? No, sorry, because I thought they must have snitched on you over there.
Woolworths, Woolworths was alright.
What you do over there?
Nothing. By then I'd learned all my lessons by then.
I used to buy my music
I got
albums
all
from
my lessons
Woolworths
by then.
Is it?
back in the day, bro. Yeah.
Wow.
Lessons. I used to niggas was
CDs.
doing their thing, but I'd learnt my lesson.
I used to go there just
doing
take
my job.
walk around,
The
eat
sweets.
the sweets. You get me?
The pick a mix.
Man had a mad one in the
Yeah.
pick. Yeah, mad one, bro. I had a jacket, bro, a blazer, and I'd cut the inside pocket, the bottom of
Oh,
the seam.
you know about that jug as well? and then stuff the blazer
it, and just let everything fall in the blazer and cut the
in
back
the
door.
inner linen of the jacket, basically.
But you know the security guard, they know, and they'll grab one of you, and you just gotta get away. Yeah, that's it, bro.
So,
Early Woolworths.
So what's it called? Let's get into this now.
Ooh.
We got the whole. So like, what made you stop doing music then? This is the last question still.
Man.
The whole thing.
So I'm just trying
No.
to think. So man,
Now we're about
obviously-
to get into some
obviously,
stuff.
Man had a little run in like the grime thing.
First
Grime
crew
ta-
ever
Grime
on Top
died
FM.
out. So what happened
First
was,
crew
yeah,
ever on Top FM.
So what happened was,
Let 'em know.
alright, so what happened was, on Top FM decided to get rid of all the grime. All the grime sets was done. Yeah, they got rid of everybody. So all of a sudden now, like without a station, you don't really feel very active. Yeah, but then also by the time it gets to like 2007. 2008,
Facts.
it's kind of like we're going through a bit of a change now with the sound and that.
Gigs is
And-
popping.
and grime's not as cool as it was before, and even like man's not even listening to
That's where
grime
we
like
came
that
in.
no
That's
more.
where we're coming in.
So obviously man's listening to rap now. and then eventually everyone's like finding the comfortableness with the rap tempo and that. And so in the end, like
road rap.
Yeah. So in the end, it's like man kind of naturally headed in that direction. But I knew in it that weren't really for me. Like I actually was enjoying the grime thing when it was going at the time. The rap thing weren't really for me. I'd done a couple rhythms, but it weren't for me. So I just kind of put it down, man.
You clocked 4 bars.
Yeah, it's foul, bro.
Yeah.
Just repeating.
I'll put it down still.
Yeah.
But yo, what was I gonna say to you? Now.
Yeah. And then got into presenting, obviously.
Oh, you going to present?
That's what I'm saying. There's a few things in between as well, you know.
Yeah.
So what am I missing out right now?
There's a lot, bro. That's what I'm here.
So after the rap thing died...
Come on, man.
I thought, yeah, but the way, bro, the way you went like this, I thought you had some serious...
I'll tell you. Alright, so the rap thing died down, yeah?
Tell him, Gully.
And at the same time the rap thing was dying down, I started doing presenting on my brethren's radio show, yeah? That radio show turned into a show called Splash Radio.
Which was massive.
Which was on the original Grime Daily channel. The original Grime Daily.
Yes.
Before the GRM. So man had a show on Grime Daily every Thursday, interviewing rappers and interviews and all that type of stuff. It was kind of more like the Breakfast Club for anyone who watches Breakfast Club.
Yeah, even looked like it.
It had that feel.
Yeah, bro, way before it.
Bro, why did you not stop this shit?
Man was doing that every week.
Check it.
And then because I was enjoying it, I thought, you know what, I really enjoy this more than I enjoy trying to rap. So I said, I'll just put the rap down and I'll focus on this. And so obviously, and especially being on Grime Daily, it was the first thing that I'd ever done that I felt like raw. The actual industry standard are recognising man's thing. Because it's like I'd always believed I was good at everything. I always believed I was good. Like I thought I was a good grime MC. I thought I was good whatever.
Yeah.
But you didn't necessarily have that industry acknowledging what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so this presenting thing, it accomplished that.
Yeah.
Because now like the guests that man was having were all like name brand rappers at the time. Obviously Grime Daily even then was the, you know, quickly became the name brand. And so man was doing that. That's where I meet him. Because obviously he has a mixtape out at the time, or an EP. He has a project. He had a project out. He had a project out. And so one of my team at the time that was like, I guess, forever looking at different artists to bring on and checking who's doing their thing and researching. They've come across his work. That's led to booking him in, and then he's come on as a guest. And so I've interviewed him as a guest.
But prior to that, also, prior to that, because that was a rap project by then, I was rapping by then. But prior to that, he's missed one little thing, which this, you clocked it. I was like one of them, what we spoke about on the show before, I was one of the like prominent West MCs, yeah. So at the time, I was getting like, I wasn't getting bought onto Tim Westwood's show by another rapper. I was getting my own slot as ASB and his man them. And at the time, I had brethrens in Northwest, like Diamond and all that from like Wembley and that I would bring through. And then I had brethrens in Norwood, South, that I would bring through because they were big in the grime thing in South. Why I done Starter Man and all that, and they were called Dog Pound. They were like the popping grime clique from over there, like Cold Boy Clash RA and that. That's how good he was, and you know what I'm trying to say. And then Gully don't live a stone's throw away from them. No. So I was like a member of their clique as well. Right. So people from South would be like, oh, they got one youth from West that's cold. Right. Red shit. Right. And there's a channel called Street Stars TV. Big up Jay.
King Jay now.
Yeah, and Street Stars was where people discovered Dave. Because Dave's from them side, Streatham and that, But like in like 07, he's coming to my block in Hayes and that, like our ends, like the man them where the man them plot and that, and filming us freestyling, but he's labelling as like the West London guy in the Dog Pound. Do you get it? Yeah. So South is knowing about man and that. And then so by the time I've gone on his show, he knows who I am.
I knew because I knew. Because that crew obviously.
You proper navigate good, boy.
Yeah, I knew.
One thing I do know, you know how to navigate.
Networking that.
Yeah, bro.
He's very good.
Networking game is peak.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Trust me, man.
I'm trying to think how I met Wydon. Wydon's the real killie over there that patterned it up. But Wydon, that's my dog, bro. Like, big him up, man. And it's like, sick MC. But I can't remember what happened actually, where we bucked. But we bucked somewhere, and I thought, yo, these lot are real. Okay. I like their energy. They used to like, they were fly. Like, they would wear like the Von Dutch shit and that. And
I liken them to Dipset.
Yeah. They were, and they had their beat production, and that was like Dipset beats with a sample, and it's like they were rapping on grime, and I rated that.
They were.
So they come studio and man, like bring them Labrador Grove, come studio, we do tunes.
Yeah.
They was on my first mixtape and that. They was on dub plates that never came out.
You lot done DVDs.
DVDs, everything.
DVDs on with them as well.
Because I ended up on like Sticky Business DVD, which
really was meant to promote.
It's not supposed to be no West Shoots on there, bro.
Like, you know those DVDs, them little hood DVDs, it's just like trying to rep their corner or whatever. Obviously, by him being around the Dog Pound situation and that, he's showing up now on the South London little DVDs and that. So man knew him like before. By the time he comes on as a guest, man, so I knew.
And the industry was hating on me a bit by the time he interviewed me.
I knew what he was up to.
Okay.
This is where the recognition as well of us, like, thanks for that, bro. Like, that's the rapport.
So let me ask you a question now. You're doing this, like, and you two have already bucked up with each other. Yeah. So you said that Grime Daily, like the show,
they partnered with him.
Yeah, they partnered with you. But when did this show? Why did the show ended then?
No, but before you go there, Justo, he's bigged me up because I'm sitting next to him. Yeah, I'm one of the smallest guests on his show. You know, that's just how we met. If he tells you who he interviewed, bro, it's mad.
At the time,
like
because at the time it was mad.
So who was interviewing at the time?
So like you had like that era when like G Fresh was just like the. You remember like this era? Like G Fresh, the guy. Femfel was the guy. And obviously even Blade then. Blade's the guy now in theory, but even then, you know, he was the guy. Like that era there, like, and like.
You interviewed everyone, bro.
Like everyone, honestly, bro. Like I feel like man had fucking everybody, bro.
Even me being on the show was big for me.
Everyone, like, you know, like for example, like I'll big up Sneak Bowl. I'll big up Sneak Bowl, you know, because excuse me. I big up Sneak Bowl because like I admit I got it wrong with him still. I had a brethren like who was about 15, and I remember I had a brethren who had 15-year-old siblings, and I've gone to my brethren's house and their siblings playing Sneak Bowl on the YouTube, and it's got maybe 40,000 views, about 40k, and it's the tune. It's the tune that everybody knows. Yeah. But at this time, imagine how early this is. He's only got 40k. So the kids, so they're telling me this is the new shit, and I'm just kind of like grumpy old man, like whatever, man. I'm like, but that's not real music, and so funny enough, like that's and he obviously he took off, he went through the fucking roof, and I remember getting a message from his manager at the time, and his manager was messaging me at the time trying to like get him on the show and that, but truth be told, at that time he was just trying to get off the ground, and we had the motion.
Yeah, but 40k views is quite a bit though. At that point,
that was good, man.
True, that's true.
Them times the 40k
because of who he was moving.
But I think because of who he was like, because of who he was interviewing at the time, and where we felt like we were at.
Wait, can I say that though? Why did you not gatekeep that though?
AG, you know.
Yeah, no, words. No, because you know what it is.
Understand that, like, because you know what, I don't get it. Yeah. Like, I don't.
That's a trailer, innit? Dee Gully tried to gatekeep Sneak Bowl.
No, but you know what's the worst? Can I just say what's the worst thing about this? The timing. I know when I first came on the session, Sneak Bowl left a comment on YouTube saying that the guy in the back needs a microphone.
Yeah.
Which is Mack.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you two have met somewhere or something or whatever. Never. But always just a fan of the show, whatever. But I remember that,
still.
Yeah, big him up. But the thing is, we interviewed John.
I met Sneak Bowl in.
You met him in jail, bro? No, somewhere, nah.
In Ibiza.
Okay.
Where else have I met him? No, just in Ibiza, I think.
Yeah, because I clocked that. But obviously, I know him through the industry and that. And we interviewed Johnny Guns. Yeah. This last year, that's one of our biggest interviews, sick interview. And the reason I have to say this is because you see how earlier, when you know, like the way he talks leaves speculation and that, yeah. Like Sneak Bowl was supposed to come on 2 weeks after Johnny Guns, because Johnny Guns had his things to say about Sneak Bowl because they haven't had the best past or whatever. Yeah. We invited Sneak Bowl on the show because me and him follow each other. Man would talk if I see him and that, show love if I see him out and that. He would chat to man. I saw him out. And he was just like, yo, bro, I got to come through the show soon. Yeah, of course, bro, come on. We've interviewed Johnny, and we're not biased, so we let Johnny tell his story. Johnny's story is his story, right? Johnny tried to say that Sneak Bowl ain't got no bangers and that. I said, yeah, he has. He's got Touch a Button, he's got Active with gigs, he's got this tune, that tune, he's got a catalogue.
Yeah, he has.
Ain't on nothing.
But even all of that, for whatever reason, he hit me up and he's like, yo, I'm ready. And it's going to be funny. That's what he said. And I was like, yeah, dope, bro. I said, boom, I was meaning to message you because that interview you got mentioned. We use your name and a title. So like I say, you've been invited from long time. Here's the dates that's available. He said, cool, that date, 100%, cool, boom, boom, boom. The day comes, he's a no-show. So we end up getting another interview in, luckily. Someone that was on standby, yeah? Then he unfollowed me. Then he done an interview with someone else later on, addressing the Johnny Guns interview.
Can I say something?
So I just want to say that because it looks, he's going to look at this and think that like him talking, I don't know if that's, you know what I'm trying to say?
You know, I wanted to say,
yeah.
One, why'd you lot gatekeep?
Yeah.
Yeah? And I'm going to get to your
Yeah, let's do it.
well, yeah. Why'd you lot gatekeep? Because I don't seem to understand why you lot need to gatekeep. If somebody really has something going on, why don't you lot just open the door and let that person come in?
I think
because it helps the artists.
Ultimately,
because when you lot keep it, just,
you don't know who's the next superstar, man.
That's true. This is why music is dead right now in the UK. It's dead because people don't want to open the doors to others that can really do their thing.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I think a lot, but I think you know what though. I think generally there's this attitude to people that like you're striving to make it, and as you're striving, most people kind of shit on you, don't really help you out, kind of just leave you to it, and it's a really steep hill that you're trying to climb. And so when you finally feel like you're getting somewhere with it, I see it all the time, bro. I always did. People get to a point where they go, you know what? I only want to work with people who are where I'm at or bigger than me. Like I don't want to do nothing that's smaller than me because I don't want to slip. I only want to continue to get bigger. So let me just stay with people who are gonna further my thing. And so, to be honest with you, bro.
So what happens now? What happens,
yeah, when
you stop you stop those guys from getting through, and then when they get through and they get up, then you fall off. And then, do you know the reason why I say this shit? I say this because, I watch a lot of interviews with other rappers where other rappers can say, you know what, my man did this for me. And then when my man did this for me, and then that DJ or that somebody would say, do you know when I lost my job, you know who pulled up on me? 50 pulled up on me. Only because he remembered the gesture that I did for him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
There's a saying in it: one hand wash the other, both wash the face.
Yeah, because listen, you could be the hardest artist.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you could be the hardest DJ or interviewer. You're not gonna be up there forever, bro.
Every dog has a day, bro. Yeah, man.
Eventually, your whole tree's gonna get chopped down. But guess what? When you get chopped down, you know what happens though. Yeah, that one person was gonna be like, you know what? I remember he helped me when I was. Yo, bring him over here. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And you know, with your point that you're making, like my thing is, with that what you're saying, bro. See the artists, no word of a lie. Sometimes I think they think they're too big for their own boots. They don't get it twisted. This is why now, I don't like to contact people to tell them to come on the show because I ain't got time for it. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but you know what though? In I get that. That's part of our frustration, But in this particular situation, I make a statement, right? At the start of this show. I'm the unbiased tyrant, with the real take for the real to relate. We don't edit. We don't cut out nothing, bruv. So if someone comes on but check it.
Maybe that's what they're afraid of.
Yeah, but
sorry to cut you. You know, I say this. Meaning that the artist is just not real to himself.
I don't know.
They can't handle their position.
But the thing is, right? This is the thing.
And I'm not talking about sleep.
No, but
I'm just saying in general.
The same spot at the table, the same chair is open to you to come on now and give your take. Do you get it? We don't sit there and tell people what to say. So I don't know.
Why would he unfollow you? Yeah. And if you didn't say nothing,
yeah,
why would he
I don't know. Maybe like he looked at it back and thought, they did defend me properly, but I don't like have a personal friendship with him to defend him. I'm just listening to what the guest is saying. And in his defense, I defended him. Do you know what it is? There's one part of the interview, we can address this part, because this is valid actually. I think this might be it. There's one part of the interview where Johnny Guns is like, what, is he a lyrical rapper? Like he challenged us two right there on the spot. And we took too long to respond. We was like, And you know when you got to think about something.
Is he a lyrical rapper?
I think he's lyrical. I think he's got bars. But you know what it is? My favourite rapper's Nas, bruv. So if I'm comparing Sneakbo to Nas, no, he's not lyrical. That's a different level of lyricism.
I think Nas is better than Jay-Z, and I don't find Jay-Z lyrical.
Jay-Z's very lyrical, bro. But even
I don't find him
but even
lyrical.
we're talking about
That's
someone.
just my opinion.
We're talking about someone, yeah, that like I listen to Bossman D-Lo right now, yeah.
Jeez.
Bossman D-Lo's not super lyrical, but he's wavy and he's cold and his flow's mad.
Yeah.
But you see Sneakbo's got the like
slippery,
people couldn't even believe Sneakbo was Nigerian, bro, because he's coming out with the Yardie tunes from Brixton and that, yeah. Daga daga da, boom, and he's got such vibes, bruv, that like you're not really focusing on lyricism, you're focusing on the energy, and even that in itself. Let's just big up Sneakbo. The energy is cold. The energy is making hits. The energy is making street bangers, and the word hit.
I think that's the most important thing.
It is, and the word hit is very finicky. Like, you know, we can get really shirty with the what we call a hit, you know. Have you ever been in a barbershop and a man's trying to vouch for a man that's got hits, and then you try and break it down and they ain't got no hits, but they've got loads of like mixtape anthems.
Do you know what?
Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's where it gets techie.
You know, it's funny you say that, yeah?
He's got hits though. He's got a couple.
It's funny you say that, because I saw Jim Jones' Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Jomo.
And he was talking about Styles P. Yeah? Do you know my problem is? What does hits mean, bro? If you cannot perform it properly, yeah, compared to a rapper like Styles P,
but it's gotta be.
What does hits mean?
Nah, but it's gotta be due to record sales.
Think about it. What does hits mean? Because listen,
it's gotta be due to sales.
A hit means
Impact on the culture.
Yeah, a hit means that
It's been recognised for its achievements on a scale.
the impact on that hit will be the same impact as someone like Styles P's project.
It can't just be like things like sales though, because for example, like
Do you get what I mean? Or
Nah.
not?
I didn't get it.
You see how we have to take in the whole project of Styles P's to be like, yo.
No, because he's got a tune called he's got a tune called Freestyle 2, and it's cold and everyone listens to it in the hood. But it's not a hit, it's a fucking street classic, bruv. It's a freestyle.
What I'm saying is, yeah,
A hit has to be recognised by like a
what hit has Styles P got?
I would say Why with Anthony Hamilton.
he's got that one. He's got I Get
That's
High.
Jadakiss Why. Yeah, you're going mad.
No.
Styles P is not. He's only. He ain't really got hits like that, bro. He ain't got hits. He ain't got hits. No, he ain't got hits. I Get High.
Is that what you understand?
That's every day.
That's not a hit.
It's not. It's one of his. No, it is. It's one of his biggest records.
A hit.
That's a hit.
Hey, Mac, that is one of his biggest
got
records.
mad.
I think that's a hit.
That is one of his
That's
biggest
a hit.
records.
I think that's a hit.
Because I like with Styles P, bro.
For him, I think that's a Styles P
You're
hit.
losing it.
No, you're losing it.
A hit. I Get High.
No, bro.
Every day.
No, bro, that's a big.
It's not a hit.
Mac, that's a big. No, bro.
What is he
That
talking about,
one,
bro?
that one performed better than a lot of his catalogue. That's the truth.
You gotta
We
go with
fly
mad.
high. Is that a hit?
No, that's what Jim Jones.
Jim Jones.
Is that
Yeah,
a
that's a
hit?
hit.
Yes or
Yeah,
no?
that's a hit.
That's a hit, yeah.
That's a hit.
So I Get High.
No, that's
I
bigger
get
than
high.
that, though.
Hold on.
No, Jim Tune's bigger than that, bro.
Hold on. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I Get High. I Get
Yeah, but
High.
you're comparing flows. This is the problem Sneakbo's got with us.
Bro, let me show you something.
He thinks we're talking about bar for bar. We're talking about.
I was talking about, listen.
What you're trying to say is what
Dee
I'm
Gully,
saying.
you know music, bro.
I'm trying to give you an example, though.
No. But
He performs I Get High.
one mic.
He performs I Get High. Styles P performs
Jim Jones.
It doesn't match it up.
That don't match up. No.
And he plays.
It don't match up.
You're talking about the style
Bro,
of tune, though.
let me show you
the
something.
bars.
It's how you perform it.
Yeah. No.
Nah.
All right.
It's
Here,
how
no,
you
I've got a
perform
question.
it,
I've got a
bro.
question. How did it perform?
Pardon?
How did it perform? You're saying how you perform it.
We see it by
How
numbers,
did it perform?
with numbers.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Where did it reach in the chart?
Hey.
How many records did it sell?
ASP. This is what I'm
How many
talking
cars?
about.
How many cars did you hear it out of?
Listen.
This is what I'm talking
It never
about.
got the proper
Do
promotion.
you get what I mean, though?
Oh,
never
that
got
was
the
just not. I didn't get a proper promotion.
Hey,
Yo,
do you get what I'm saying, though?
I get what you mean.
So
It's just that Styles P's a hard example because he hasn't got many.
No. Styles P, yeah, once you listen to that whole project, the same impact that Jim Jones is going to get with that one hit, yeah? When you finish listening to Styles P, you're going to be like, he can't chat to Styles P.
Styles P is a rapper though, innit?
But he might not have that hit that...
All right, but Jadakiss is in the same crew
You
as
get
him.
what I mean?
No, but all right, bro, check it.
but Jadakiss is
Let
the
me-
same.
Jadakiss is
Jadakiss bound Fabulous and he murdered but Fabulous and Fabulous had bare hits.
Bro, all right, Styles P's
What
got
are we
locked
talking
up.
about?
Locked up with Akon. Locked up with Akon, Styles P.
Yeah, that's
It's not his song though.
I get locked
But it's not his song.
That's a hit.
Yo,
But
that's smashing.
it's not his song.
We fly high. That's smashing that because everybody's related to.
Nah, you know what?
He's on BMF as well.
Yeah, he's on BMF. Alone in the street. But you know what, bro? Nah, but that's not a hit. It's a street anthem. That's what I'm trying to say.
But hey, listen.
Alright, can I say something? Justo.
Let me just say, hey, what did the Locks just do to fucking Dipset?
Yeah, but bro, come on, bro. Nah, but Jadakiss slightly duppied him on his own.
And
No, keep it real.
Hold on. And busting Styles P's lyrics in there.
He said,
but he's busting his guy's lyric though.
Brother.
He bust this guy's lyric though.
Jadakiss has hits though.
Jadakiss was rapping Styles P's lyrics.
That don't, yeah, but that's because they're the Locks.
So it just shows.
They're the Trinity.
I'm gonna, this is my guy, but I'm gonna show you he's got black. I'm gonna bust his bars to show that his bars will kill you lot shit too. And he did it. He did it.
Let me give you an example in the UK though. Let me give you an example in the UK. Do you remember back in the day, Blazing Squad, yeah? Yeah. No, check it. They had Crossroads, the re-render of Bone Thugs, yeah? Number one in the charts, yeah?
Oh my God.
No, check it. Let me land. They have a hit, yeah? In the UK basis of a hit, not the worldwide, right? There's a lot of UK rappers that were way better than them that never went close to their success.
See now we're talking. This
about
is why,
machine. Yeah, but this that's true. That's true. That's true. But all right, so what? Do you want an example without that?
Come on, man, that's machine.
No,
so,
this is
Blazing Squad.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm saying the hit and that. What is the comparison? A hit and a what?
We're talking about people having hits, being lyrical versus having hits and that.
So the hit, you might just have that one tune and live off that. But when your lyrics, you see that Young Tef.
I knew you was gonna do that. I knew it. I was gonna say the same thing.
Young Tef is a lyric.
He don't have like a standout hit, but he has loads of bodies of work that people listen to every week and every day.
Can par with the people par with the people that's got hits.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
He's still in the mix.
That's true.
He's in the mix.
Talk about that on the review.
You see what I'm trying to say?
That's true still.
Talk about that on the review.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But I still feel like Styles P will body Jim Jones.
And you see lyric for lyric. And you see rappers, they're very sensitive about their work. Even if they're a tuggy guy, they just get sensitive about their art. Because art, like they're expressing themselves, it means a lot. You know when someone raps about like growing up, that means a lot to them. So when you're on a podcast, right, and you got, you know how
I'm trying to get fly. I'm trying to get money.
Nah, but blood. You know how they say to people, take away people's microphones. Everyone should have a microphone and that. That's what they say at the moment in blogs and that. Yeah. That's how some of the rappers feel when we talk about them. They think that we're absolutely wrong. And what you said about my tune's disrespect. Family, but really, you just didn't like it.
I still rap. And I'll be honest with you lot. I don't think I'm that great, yeah? But I will still compare with some of you and know that my tune will mash up some of you lot still. You get me? It's just what it is. That's just how you gotta take it as.
But the reason I bring it up is because when I did it, but I didn't know though, bruv. Do you know what? I didn't know that you lot declined Sneakbow's invite to Splash Radio. So I'm making this known because I don't know now how he's deep in it. Like back in the day, you declined him, and then I said he's not lyrical.
It's not. You know what? It's bro. It's not even so much man declined him. It's more of a thing where it's like his manager hollered and like kind of just got like left on red.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Like didn't kind of meant to get back to him.
I done too much then. Yeah, I done too much. Big up Sneakbow, man. Yeah.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, Grind Daily, it came to an end because Grind Daily lost their YouTube channel, bro. Yeah. That's why it came to an end.
Oh, that's why you had to rebuild it all over again, and he felt.
Lost their channel.
Both said that he felt like it was long trying to rebuild it.
You can imagine, innit?
I think he said it was long trying to rebuild it, everything again. But he did at the end.
Because it took a while. Do you get me? And we were doing the show on a radio station, so online radio, but it was a radio station. So the radio station started to feel a bit sour because they said, you lot, this whole Splash brand that you're doing at that time now, Splash Radio and that, you lot are getting your little recognition and that. You got your link up with Grime Daily, so they're getting a little recognition and that. But it's like everyone's forgetting about the actual radio station that man's using. And so after a while, they just felt like we was just getting a bit too big for our boots and that.
And they chopped you like that?
Thought, yeah, slightly still.
They chopped you like that?
Slightly still.
Yes, that's your example.
Got man out of it still.
That was my example. Because when you're up there, bro,
can't be
out of it still.
Be up there forever. You know what? Somebody taught me this, yeah? Somebody said to me, nothing good, lasts for too long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
just nothing lasts forever anyway.
Yeah, so use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I use everything to my advantage, because I know, and if somebody says, yo, I want come shoot, man, I'll bless you. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't know what position that person's going to be in life. Because all he's going to be like, yo, I remember Justo did this for me. You know what I'm saying?
It was joke the way it was joke though, because you see, like, it started on our own YouTube channel, yeah? And this is obviously the early days of YouTube. So, like you said, like 40,000 is like today's...
Yeah, it's big, yeah.
Whether, you know, might be like the equivalent of 400,000 today, like 40,000 then.
Or 100K or
something like that. Like, so when we had the relationship with Posty and that, obviously it's driving more views, because if people remember, they had a website. People weren't going to the YouTube channel. People was going to the website, and they'll post the video on the website, like WorldStar Hip Hop. So man are watching it through the website, but then we're getting the views because it's our channel that we uploaded it through.
Yeah.
Then what happened was we had a conversation, and he said he wanted to go into full partnership where man upload our videos through his channel to his subscribers and all of that.
He's trying to rebuild it.
So no, this is before the death. This is original Grime Daily.
Okay.
So we start putting all the interviews.
Before the death, I like that.
No, so we start putting all the interviews on the main Grime Daily channel, and the views are going through the roof because obviously their subscribers are patterning up quickly. So the views are looking nuts. But then when this website goes down, and then I guess man weren't really in contact with Posty at the time. Guess obviously busy dealing with it and trying to, dealing with it. We decided, there ain't no Grime Daily, but that don't mean man's thing should pop down. Yeah. So man's just gonna try and push on and just use man's YouTube again. How we was doing it in the beginning. Yeah. But it was painful, Justo.
Because it wasn't flying.
No, like it was painful, bro. And I reckon about after 3 shows, the writing was on the wall. Like, man was like,
that's a bit quick though.
3 shows?
No, because man knew, bro. Because man was doing it every other week. We had a guest every other week. So it's like saying,
but you got to rebuild, innit?
6 weeks. No, but bro, it's like, but because man was already like the tip of the top. And all of a sudden, it was very rapid.
This is the problem with people.
Sure.
This is the problem with you lot.
But we couldn't rebuild because we got kicked off this fucking station.
No, but bro,
okay.
We got kicked off anyway.
They had nowhere to host it.
They had nowhere to host it. And no fans, because man's YouTube channel was
studios weren't as common back then.
Man's YouTube channel was popped.
You know, like how everyone's got a podcast now. That's not even a thing.
Why not just focus on your YouTube channel? Could have just stayed on that and carried on.
But to be fair, he did, because he's got a classic interview with Big Chest where they're in the street with microphones.
Yes, I saw that one day.
Yeah. You're pretty good, man.
Was there 2? Did you do 2 with?
He did. You're good as well, see?
Yeah, did you want?
I saw that one there.
Wooden place?
You mean outdoor or indoor?
I remember what
the indoor wooden place. That's the radio show man's talking about.
That's the show.
We had him indoors.
Okay.
That's
we had
the
him
show.
indoors twice.
Yeah, I've been on there.
And then we had him one time. So that show, the interview you're talking about, where I interviewed him outside.
I think
classic.
That was man was trying to do something.
Hood classic, bro.
Now that the show's dead and the whole thing, radio is all dead. It's like man needs to do something else. All right, cool. Maybe man should try doing 1-to-1 interviews now. So then man already had a relationship with Chess because we'd had him on the show. Obviously,
he don't just go anywhere to interview as well. You can tell he'd rather go check you.
Is it fair to say that South is a bit of like the mecca of rap music or music, like, because like a lot of people come out. I think it's like South.
It's debatable, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
that's when he just came out then.
Yeah, he was new. He weren't no like.
No, I'm saying, but a lot of movements happen.
Yeah, but you had people
that happened in like a year, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
So now,
Frank and that.
English Frank. Yeah, I remember that.
But you got people in North that are old school as well, like Sincere and Skinny Man and all that as well. There's a lot of foundation everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's South and East. You know what I'm saying? Because they had
that interview though is a hood classic because Chess don't talk to many people, and he would talk to Dee Gully again, and they had like a really.
We did,
Yeah.
It
was a classic, bro, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So how did you lot to come together to do like YouTube?
In between, all right, so cool.
To do your podcast.
I want to give you your flowers as well, because I troll you sometimes, but I'm just too blunt, like Justo. If I hear that you know what I mean, I need to know what's going on now, so I gotta be real. But my thing is, boom, I go on his show. Remember, I'm a rapper now. Remember when I come on your show last time? Transitioning to rap wasn't that easy for me. Yeah, he thinks I weren't good.
What, a rapping?
Yeah, that's what he thinks.
I think he was good, man.
Yeah. See all that, look, and he wonders why I'm. Yeah, me. Anyway,
I can't believe this.
big up Laura, yeah, big up Laura. So anyway, what's happened is I've gone on his show at a time where
cool youth though. I like he was cool. I liked his energy. We hit it off.
That's what them man said about you when they skirted in the car. That's what them man said, bro. When they skirted in the car, who's that? They said, nah, leave him. He's cool.
We like him.
He's a cool youth. Leave him. That's what they said. Leave him. Leave him. You get me? Hey, get off of me. White pause, bro. You get me? That's what they say. He's a good guy, bro. He's just dropping his girl home.
Alright, but what I'm saying though.
Gun talk.
So a minute.
So
yeah, you're on the show.
At the time, funny enough, yeah, I'm going back and forth to America a lot, but because there's no social media, I'm not really posting it. And when I'm rapping, I'm a bit American-y, but not fully. I'm like the West London, Northwest thing. Yeah. You know where we say B and that, yo B and that. But yeah, so
everyday B.
I'm rapping English, but I'm rapping and it's not English enough. Does that make sense?
I get what you mean.
Like it's English, but there's like in South London, deep in Peckham, there's a whole different English going on. Yeah?
Yeah, that's
not
bad English though.
Yeah, like
our English is different to their English.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
English is real trenches.
Yeah.
English.
Proper southeast, mate.
Man, get the whap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Southeast. It's borderline east over there in southeast.
We said get the strap, homie. Yo, we said yo, get the strap, fam.
You see it?
Straight.
Yeah. So it's like, obviously, boom, I'm rapping a bit in that. I'm doing my thing. Whatever, and then man saying like, boom, oh yeah, we're a bit busy now, and like your hype's gone a bit, kind of thing, you know, like without saying that, like your new songs, yeah, we'll play it once or whatever, but do you get it? No, that was happening in reality, but I remember everything. I remember all of the replies, all of that, yeah, and then I remember these lot opening the door for me. Okay. So you see what you said about if you gatekeep, when someone comes back later, they'll remember that you didn't help them. Yeah. I remembered they helped me.
Okay, yeah.
Do you understand me? So then he's hit me up and he's like, yo, bro, I'm putting on shows now. Come through, free ticket. So me and my homie will go to support his show because he supported me by giving me an interview.
Yeah.
And this is why I got to give him his flowers, because
started doing live shows.
His shows, he was booking people that are now stars.
Man booked Stormzy and that.
Yeah.
And
like I met Stormzy at his show in the smoking area. Yo, fam, but he's booked him.
Where was this? Camden. Forgive me, bro, because I don't even remember the name of the venue, man.
Go respect Gully, though.
It was one of them venues in Camden that was like,
go respect.
It was big show.
People were often using it. Like,
yeah.
I Love Live.
Was
probably
it Proud?
Used it.
Proud?
No, Proud is where I was going to go do the next one.
Yeah.
I wanted to move to Proud. Actually, we was on the high road. Bro, it was like a venue where the main concert room was upstairs.
I remember that.
Downstairs it was like a little bar.
A bar.
But upstairs
yes, I've been there.
Yeah, like the backstage.
It's a big place as well.
Rossi performed there, you know.
Yeah. Maybe
RIP,
Barfly. I think it was called Barfly in Camden. Camden Barfly, I think still. But upstairs is like, it's not the biggest place, but it's like, you know, stage, backstage, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, so
I was going through to watch the show as like a supporter, like because he's my guy. Like he's interviewed me, him and Laura bigged them up. They gave me like that platform. So like I'm pulling up to just like support their show, bro.
Yeah.
So,
do you get it?
And then when you decided to start doing podcasts,
the funny thing is, right? Imagine this is a loaded answer, yeah. So one thing is, boom, I've seen him interview Chess, I've seen him interview me, I've seen him interview all of these little things, and I think he's got skills of interviewing that I lack, right? Because I started the podcast on my own before, which me and Mack spoke about. Because remember, Mack was early as well. Do you get it? Man done podcasting from 2015 and that, but that was separate because that was just me on my own interviewing someone, and I used to get a lot of criticism. Oh, you cut them off too much, ad-lib too much, which I do, but it's like my natural combo style.
But you know it is. I just say it's like having a conversation on the block.
Yeah,
cut people off.
That's what man says.
Yeah, that's what I say. But some people, they want to see some form of progression in that though later on. Like, you've been doing that for a year, mate. When you're gonna learn, and that's real as well. But the reality is, the reality is, in the meantime, there's another whole era where Dee Gully becomes like an artist manager at a record label called iRecords, right?
Yep.
And he's basically on iRecords.
Really going in.
Nah, because Remedy, Money Mack, they run iRecords, whatever. Dee Gully's part of their staff because he's got experience in the game, innit? Like in the links and the interviewing and that. And their artists are Don Strapsy, Snap Capone, and Young Mad B and Young Spray. That's their roster. And at the time, through Remedy's sister, big up Joyce, that's my peoples. She's like coming to my barbecues in my yard and that. It's my peoples. She's like, you should do a tune with Don Strapsy. So I do the tune, innit? We done the tune. And then obviously, I'm like, oh, Gully's over there. That's my guy. Do you know what I'm saying? So we've always had like some form of a link.
Okay.
And I just think that when I was coming back to the podcast game in early 2022, because I took like the COVID thing off.
Yeah.
COVID, I just parked it off.
This is funny.
But why didn't you carry on
it's
the
mad
COVID
this all
though?
works out, you know.
Why did I what?
What did you do on the COVID?
During COVID, bro, I was rapping and that, bro. Like I was focusing on a rap thing still again, like to try and see if I could get it going.
Why didn't you balance the both though?
Because it's paper, bro. Like, bro, the reality of this thing is, bro, it's expensive,
You know
man.
You know what, yeah? Maybe it's me. Yeah? Maybe I just think more like a hustler. You get what I'm saying?
Don't do that, bro.
No, like
I'm
that.
definitely a hustler. Fully.
I think more like a hustler because you know what? I think like I was watching the Migos.
Yeah.
Yeah? Everywhere they traveled, they just had a laptop and a mic.
Oh, you're on about like DIY?
Hotel room and that.
Yeah.
In the
I
bathroom.
said the Migos is late.
He's on about Lil Wayne, I think.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I think he's on about Lil Wayne. Yeah, that DVD.
But no, I know that DVD, but watch it. I'm saying,
Justo.
wait, but no, I'm talking about Migos. Let me tell you why I'm talking about the Migos. Yeah,
It's late. It's
no,
too
let me
late.
tell you what I'm talking about.
2014 and that, innit?
Let me show you.
Way too late.
Wait, hold on. Let me show you why I'm talking about the Migos.
Way too late.
Them times there. Forget about the little Wayne
You
doing
retired
that.
by then.
What?
You retired by then. What
When?
music?
When?
When you talk about music?
Yeah, like no, I wasn't rapping them times.
Yeah, by
there.
then you retired.
No, but listen to what I'm saying.
We have to talk about your prime in the music.
Bro, listen to what I'm saying. 'Cause, yo, they need to get on you on the bloody comments and say, yo, man, just cuss everybody off.
I'm
now.
moving that SP.
They never heard me be so quiet.
But man, listen, you gotta remember that. Them times that man used to go studio, pay for studio session. When I was rapping, I was sitting down watching these things.
Yeah.
I'm watching the Migos.
You know those studio sessions that you paid for? Yeah, that you weren't doing DIY yet because you're just still paying for sessions. Yeah, that's what I was doing, and podcasting, doing that there as well.
All right, but listen to what I'm saying. When I said to myself, wait a minute, why the fuck do I need to go studio to be paid for studio if these guys are fucking using a laptop and a mic? Hold on, let me finish. Then I spoke to my engineer. I said, for me to have just a studio and you still can make me sound professional, what do I need? He told me to get a sound card
and a good mic.
And
then make sure there's no room in the background behind you when you record.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Or you said,
for rebounding noise.
No, you know what you said to me? Don't worry about that.
Oh, I swear.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
My engineer lied to me, man.
Yeah, just rap. I'll clear all of that out. You see what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying, you're old school. You should have known that from Little Wayne.
No, but
the
bro,
DVDs,
but we're not thinking about. But
Out the bag, innit? You see that? Yeah.
He's not getting it, bro.
In the hotel room.
He just pulled it out of the bag one time.
Listen,
punching in.
Yeah.
I watch this shit. All right, watch this shit. Mack has been around everybody making music.
Yeah.
He never once suggested that to the man.
Oh my
What's he on about? Are you right?
He didn't suggest it to me.
He's coming for you, bro.
He didn't suggest it to me.
Just though, we
not having it.
literally just moved into a. Do I do music? Do I do music?
No.
Did we just move into somewhere and I've basically
Mack, I've already
got
been
a
doing
studio?
this thing.
Wait, hold on.
You saw me doing this thing.
Why have I got a studio?
You saw me doing this thing, man.
I don't do music, but I've got a studio.
Mad.
Bro.
Must be helping
Mack,
someone.
So if I was a rapper, I'm gonna think, why don't these dummies
Make a studio?
have the studio?
But bro, what Mack don't get yet, I already had that space. I had a space like that. You know what I'm saying?
So you should have been doing it as an artist.
Listen, no, but I didn't know. I didn't need the artist because I was my own artist and I was already recording.
That's what I'm saying.
Stuff.
As an artist,
You know
you
what
should
I'm
have been recording yourself.
Yeah, I was. How do you think?
But even that though.
That's how I record. That's how I did No Days Off. By me just recording myself.
That takes a certain type of person though to do that. You gotta really be passionate, bro. Like you gotta be into it.
We just got the studio. Do you know what somebody said to me? Somebody really said to me, Justo, are you not rapping anymore? Do you know, I said, nah, man, of course I am. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got a project coming out, but also being like, Mack was like, because me and Punch was meant to do a project. You know what I'm saying? But Punch has got a studio. It's a bit of a mad studio still.
Hey, is he sending shots? Yeah, I know.
Why is that going too far?
He's on alert.
Why is that going too far?
He's working.
But watch it.
He's working.
It's working. And his songs sound good, innit?
Yeah, he's working.
What did you say?
Oh my days. That last song he shot in Manchester, that sounded good, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. I can't even lie.
Yeah, I just saw the
The
video.
one before that one, then nah.
I didn't see that one.
You know what I'm saying?
I plead the fifth.
Punch, this
Unlike
is why you need to turn up. You need to turn up. You know, you're
getting gunshots.
strange.
But you know what though, bro?
Strange.
Personally though, yeah. You see,
You got to clap a man when they ain't here.
this guy, you know. Man said he didn't pick up his phone today, so he's getting gunshot, you know.
This is why ASB does the Dee Gully when he does the show.
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
Nah, real talk.
Yeah, real talk, true stories. I don't know how to explain it, yeah, because I've got a brethren, Daniel, yeah, that produces, and he used to send me the link, buy this sound card, buy this, and I was like, yeah. And I never did. Bruv, I'm going studio.
It's the most easiest thing in the world, bro.
But what I used to do is I used to write all my tunes, I had to live life first.
Yeah.
Because a lot of artists are just lying in raps, bruv. Like they're recording all the time, bro. You're recording so much, did you even live between the last 4 songs? My thing was go live, get inspiration from somewhere, and write. And then I'll hit up J.O., yo, cuz, book me in like 8-hour session Saturday. Yeah. And I'll go there with a mad bottle, boom, couple man then, right? And I'm just getting, you sort out the parts, I'll rap.
Yeah.
And then while you're mixing that tune, we'll go outside and build something and chat and come back. You know I like that.
Okay, you know.
But it's expensive.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
I had to learn, I had to literally learn the basic just to record myself and just
even podcast it. We have to give you lot flowers because you lot, what you do is sensational. You lot worked it out with no help, bro. No engine. Like you might have asked people
and ask him.
Yeah.
If I was a rapper, what do you think? Make it make sense.
This is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to.
Get it though,
no, he does get it. That's the problem. He does, bro. He does.
Send shots at me like
because he's not.
Why did you get the whole?
But he's got a point though.
But my whole thing is, bro. What Mack is not understanding, what I'm saying to Mack is, I already got the studio. When I got the studio, I got the equipment. I was doing it on my own. I didn't have the engineer. All I did was take the song and send it to an engineer. All he did was mix and master and send it back to me. So I was already recording like that. Okay. While everybody was in the studio paying for the studio session, I wasn't doing that. When I had a studio, man them was looking at my shit like it was so weak because they wanted to be in the professional shit. But you see, look.
I get what you're saying though.
See when we did the show the other day, yeah, and then we had the guy that was here, and he said he was the coolest rapper, and we said, "Yo, Ryder, wait."
Who's the guy?
What I say to him?
Who's the guy?
Kiko. Yeah, you know Kiko.
Nah, I don't know.
You don't know
that's
him?
the wrong. Yeah, that's the wrong guy. Yeah.
This is the problem. I don't know
him, bro. Bro, I don't know him, bro. No, bro, I don't know him. Honestly, no, just.
He does. He don't know.
You went down. Just. He's not clocked. Like, he ain't clocked it.
He ain't clocked.
Just.
I do.
Just. That's the wrong person that I'm thinking of. That's why I'm saying that. I was thinking of someone else.
But watch it.
Yeah.
He was here. But
what was going on?
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
Bro,
that's jokes. So.
We were here. You know what? He was going to go to his. But when I say to him, yo, we don't deal with you lot professional shit, you know. We're doing our thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. When they came to our thing, they were like, raw. And when we did the thing and thing got mixed out, see, it sounds like it just came out from a proper professional studio. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you done a tune with the person as well?
Yeah, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it came out like it came from a proper professional studio.
See, yeah, but I've done that though. Like, I've been in Brooklyn, yeah, and the youths, like, you know, like, serious Donny on the block every day. You know, like, even his chat will make you take him serious. Moving. He goes, yeah, man, before you go back, when you're going back, son, we gotta get you on the joint, mate. I'll be like, yeah, when you're ready. Yeah, we got the stool and that lit. He gassed me, bro. Like, for 4 days, I'm chasing him when we're going. We get to the studio, bro. and it's his fucking baby mum's yard, bruv, with like a bed, a mattress behind the mic, and I'm just like, raw. And I said, I'm there now. We're in the trenches. Why for that, innit? But I'm just like, yo.
You know, this reminds me of when Fireman was doing that.
Blood.
Sensing some in-house or something.
Yeah.
No, bro.
Wait, did you say Firebars?
Yeah.
What about him?
No, they said they got 2 studios.
9 Firebars.
Huh?
9 Firebars, yeah.
No, bro, I'm talking about.
That's his name, 9 Firebars, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, yeah. They said they had a studio.
Wait, this is some shit that we weren't present for. Wait.
I guess so.
So,
He's bad, you know. You're a bad guy, bro. Yeah, it's similar. It's similar, yeah?
Similar.
I'm seeing.
So I'm thinking it's professional shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's just this guy.
Allow it, man. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I hate when people say
Hey, Mack. Yo, Mack, let's have it right then, yeah? You're actually bad man, you know.
How?
Because 10 minutes ago, you're like, DIY, you gotta do it yourself. Now you're criticising him because of the mattress.
Let me tell you why.
And the puppet show was the tights.
Let me tell you why I'm laughing. Because you see,
look at that.
No. You know what I hate? Let me tell you what I hate. I hate when people say, yo, your man's got very pat and everything. You think, bro, I was being real to the Donny when I said to him, our studio ain't like your studio. Our shit's it's the rare. I tell you the truth. What you're stepping into.
You're coming to the dungeon.
Yeah, you're coming to the real. But it's a studio
basement.
space. Trust me, it's a proper studio space. It's not no bedroom. You know what I'm saying? And no living room thing. You know what I'm saying, bro?
It's just not 100 bags worth of.
Yeah, it's not 100 bags worth of equipment.
It's not uptown.
It's soundproof. Everything is soundproof and everything here. But we're getting the job done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're getting the job done.
The song's coming out.
Yeah, the song's coming out, bro.
Yeah.
So when people are dying in there, yo, I ain't got like £25 or £100 to go to the studio.
Yeah, per hour.
Fuck that, yo, switch on that light. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, real quick. Yo, boom. See you catch a glider. Bam, yo, mix that. Yo, my shit just sounded like somebody else that just did that shit in a professional studio. If not even better.
I'm gonna find my verse from the mattress studio.
You see what I'm saying? So look,
people doing it off their phone, bro.
Go, bro. You in Congo just dropped a dirty rap tune on his phone. Sick,
bro. People are shooting music videos on their phone now.
Bro, he shot his own video on the phone too.
Yeah, they do that.
The song is so sick. Yeah, I was like, who produced it? When I spoke to my uncle, R.I.P. to my uncle. Yeah, he said, yeah, man, the brand's recording all of this on his phone, and he shot his video on his phone. I could not believe. I said, yo, this is what you talk about, hungry.
Bro, but you know when you know, bro.
So that's what I'm saying, yeah. We're doing the podcast, and I'm in the studio, and I'm doing the review.
Let me tell you something, bro.
But they said, yo, Justo, you got too much going on. It's never too much. What's too much?
It's not enough. On Darkness Wednesday.
It's not enough.
What happens on Darkness Wednesday?
Everything is dark. You see right now. Everything is dark, bro. There's no holding back. Man will hit you up. You're Dee Gully.
Bear holding back. Bear holding back going over there.
Oh shit.
Dee Gully. Let me show you something.
Bear holding.
Let me ask you a question. This is the.
He's not having it, bro.
Hey.
He's calling you out, bro.
I know, but no, I'm not. I don't hold back. I don't hold back. But listen.
Bear holding.
He said mute. The way he said.
I know what he said. I know what he said,
bro. He went, yeah, I do.
He's a pussy. He said, bear. Dee Gully.
Said it loud.
Something like this. This is how the Darkness Wednesday go. Yo, Dee Gully, how you have me interview me and tell me that you got me for the win, and the next thing I see you backtrack on your things? Explain.
That's what he did. That's what he did. That was cold.
Explain, Dee Gully.
What? Who did he backtrack in?
Yo,
this is cold. What he just done.
I'll
reply quick.
Yeah, he had me for the win. He backtracked. Why did you backtrack, Dee Gully?
It's not quite what happened. But
what happened?
Big up the people then, man.
What does that even mean?
Who did he backtrack to?
What does that even mean?
Fix the chair.
He hit it from the south side. You have to rep the south side.
Darkness.
Hey, blood.
We know what he's referring
This
to,
is
man.
jokes, you know.
No, he's referring to,
that
my
was
bro.
good, by the way, though.
That was
cold.
Come on, boy.
Interview
Boy,
skills.
come on.
Interview skills.
Come on.
Big up you,
That
bro.
transition was cold.
Yeah, you, my bro. That was seamless.
Cold. Yeah, seamless.
That was seamless.
Yeah.
That was seamless.
You wanted darkness, right?
Yeah,
That's darkness.
he said, what's
Wednesday.
going on?
was-
That's what goes on Darkness Wednesday. Please explain to us.
That was dark.
Yeah.
That was dark. That was pretty
Bro,
dark.
reply, man. Talk to
Dark.
him.
And
Talk to
then
him.
boy,
We telling him.
there was a mix-up. You get what I'm saying, bro? There was a bit of a mix-up.
How?
What was the mix-up?
Are we doing this, bro? Are we doing this, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I thought we weren't doing this.
Quincy versus Justo.
God.
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
What? Where, bro?
What else is there?
Where the hell are you, bro?
Okay. So,
Where we going?
So, okay, my man went somewhere else still.
Oh my
Let's go
days,
there.
bro.
No, you don't want to go there.
let's not go
No, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there.
I don't even know what he's on about.
Let's get to
Oh shit! So wait, this is a match. Oh, okay. No.
I like him. Yeah.
That's my guy right there.
No.
That's my guy right there. You know what? He just saved Dee Gully.
Yeah, every time.
He just saved Dee Gully.
Bro, he just walks into it.
Not as dark. Not quite as dark as I thought.
Yeah.
See, I saved you. Because I didn't want to hit you with the darkness.
Yeah.
I thought
even I forgot.
I thought he just went midnight with me right now. I thought he just went there.
Bro, he just talk to him. That's what I'm saying. Just chat to him. Yeah.
You telling me that I'm back?
Yeah,
the backtracking thing.
Hey, Justin, what's going on? I'm telling you.
You telling me he's gonna get done?
Hey, you're funny, dog. When he refixed the hat, it was on from there. Yeah. It was on from there.
Yeah. Why did you ask me a question about the
Listen, in terms of the boxing thing, the backtracking thing, boy, bro.
They're so comfortable now.
I believe, bro. Bro.
He got nervous.
I believe that you're gonna do big things.
What?
Yeah. And when I interviewed you, I mean you're gonna do big things. And when I interviewed you,
Bro, see the way he talks.
When I interviewed you,
Did you see the way he talks?
I live in Lambeth. I live in Lambeth. I don't live in Lambeth anymore technically, but I'm in Lambeth. Yeah, I'm in the ends. Yeah. So
Can't deal with
end
this
of the
guy,
day,
you know.
you know what I'm saying? Just let me be quick. See, man say be quick. No, but I can't. Brother, man, interrupting me. Let me land it. What I'm saying is, yeah, raw. It might be seen as a backtrack, yeah, because you know what, yeah, I live in South London, bro. I'm surrounded by South London energy, and so I gotta be a bit on the fence, and so you know I gotta move around
accordingly,
and so at this point, all things considered, I think it's best that I just remain a neutral party.
A neutral party? Hey, that's mad.
Let me ask you a question.
Look at he's sitting next to you and now he's neutral. That's crazy. Before he sat next to you,
but for the benefit of this show, you the man. You the man. Because I know where I am now. I know where I am right now. So right now, till I get the fuck out of here, you the man. Wow. Right, get me out of here. Get me out of here. You the man.
You know,
you the man.
I like that.
But
yeah.
I like the answer. I like the
answer.
answer.
Yeah, thank you.
Because you know what?
You the man, bro. You the man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the unbiased tyrant, bro.
Because
I gotta keep it real with you, bro. I've
Yesterday-
been in South, and I keep getting stopped in South, bro. And I've got some messages for you.
Go on.
Someone said to me, "Oh, yeah, you hosted the face off for the fight." I'm like, yeah. Quincy's gonna bang him up, innit? That's what he said to me, and I was like, "Ooh, I don't know about that, bro. We'll see you on the night."
You're from South.
That's what they say.
That's what they said, right? Listen, bro.
Go on, you first.
One of the brothers said to me, I saw him this morning. I said to him, "Yo, yeah, man, the fight's happening. Don't worry," because they want to know when's it happening.
Yeah, he changed his mind. Carry on.
So they said to me, "Oh, what was that live all about the other night?" I was like, "What live?" They said he's on live, just agreeing with everything he's saying.
I mean,
that's what he's saying, and I didn't catch the live, so I don't know what he's talking about.
All right.
So I'm just like,
do you want me to enter this now?
Please, yeah, because this is live and direct from like hood youths' mouths in South. You get it? Cool. Pause. Yeah.
Why am I agreeing? Why am I agreeing?
They want to know. That's what they're saying in the hood.
Why
bro.
am I agreeing? Hey? One, I
said I'll ask you. That's what I told you.
One, as you can see, Justo has been on job. Quincy has been hiding, so I have to be nice with Quincy. You get what I'm saying? That's the only way you can get your opponent to play the game that you want him to play. To step in that ring
okay. So method to the madness.
You got to be nice to your opponent. Because I don't want my opponent to back out. Because he's been trying to back out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put out the wanted.
The wanted poster was cold.
You see what I'm saying? The wanted posters. That's why I say, where's Wally? You know what I'm saying? Well, that's why I say, sign the contract. You get what I'm saying? So everything was a strategy to get him to the point where his people could see that Yo, you know, say the boy Quincy I run, you know.
Jeez!
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's cold.
You know what I'm saying? Now the whole South London right now, yeah, have flipped the table and said, yo, Justo's gonna win.
Even want to laugh, boy.
In Brixton.
Quincy's a legend, isn't he?
They flipped the script, they're saying Justo for the win.
In Brixton, Justo, yeah.
Talk to me.
They still want your head on a stick at the end of this fight. I do security, bro. I do security in Brixton, yeah. My bro off camera to the right will tell you this is actual fact, bro, yeah. I do security in Brixton and that, and I'm often in the.
Said they want your head on the.
I'm often
after the fight.
Yeah,
pause
after the fight.
After the fight.
I'm often, yeah. People know that man had the face off and that. And when I'm doing my little security thing, cutting through in Bricky, I'm around. I find myself around a lot of people who know him, kind of from his era, whatever. And all people tell me is what he's gonna do to you. That's all I hear, bro. All shift.
Right.
Every time I work in Brixton, that's all I hear. Just tell me what he's gonna do to you.
He's a bit
in the name of South London.
I'll be honest as well, yeah, because
and I obviously.
But that's not what I've been hearing in South London.
Yeah, but do you know what?
That's not what I've been hearing in South London.
I don't think
hey, listen, if they saying that, yeah, secretly, deep down inside their heart, they're telling other people amongst themselves, though, yo, Justo's really gonna win this. You see, like you. You see, like you. You stood there and you said, no, under duress.
Under duress.
Justo's gonna win this. But in your heart, you know I've won. I know, I don't need to, I'm not even mad at you when you switch. I said, I get it's a South London thing. You get what I'm saying? But in all honesty, I know you know I've won.
Hold on.
Yeah, who you calling?
I know you know I've won.
Let me see.
Who you belling up?
I know you know I've won.
You got a video?
Facts. Bro, compare you look how you saw me the last time. Can you not see how much that I've lost?
I can see it, bro.
Remember the guy?
Oh, why for that, bro, man? That's mad, bro. Man's got man sitting there looking at man's figuring that, like, bro, look at me last time.
He's got that's not good.
That's a pause.
You got the guns out. You get me? It's looking real.
Compared to how I was much more bigger before.
Yeah, you're looking, yeah, man. You're looking very robust. You get what I'm saying? You look very,
come on,
man.
You look very robust. You get me?
Yo. Man, he's lost this. So when
why for robust?
Robust.
Looking robust. It's a real word.
Listen, when everybody's talking about why am I agreeing with you? Come on, man, we gotta play the game.
But that's what this is live and direct. This is not me.
Listen.
I actually got asked this by like a big man, from like Angel Town sides and that. Like, yo, what? Well, I said, you know what? I'm seeing him later. Any questions? Yeah. Why is he agreeing with my man every 2 minutes? Yeah. That's what he said.
Let me ask you a question. Why does he care?
Because I think, do you know why? I think,
if he's got in for the win, why does he care?
I think people overanalyze content online, especially when it comes to fighting. Like, you know, like Eubank slapping man with the egg and that. Like, people have made their decision about the fight off the egg.
They say my man's gonna win.
They said it was excellent. Yeah,
exquisite.
And that was a bad yoke.
But listen to this. But listen to this though. But Eubank, listen. You see what Eubank did? You see what Eubank did? You see what Eubank did? Yeah, it sold the fight out.
No, the fight ain't happened yet. But they sold
the tickets.
The tickets sold out. Yeah.
The tickets got sold out, bro.
This is the thing, though. I'm
trying to give you a little showdown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think what they want, which is where people get misunderstood, is they want you to bark at each other. But the reality is, you're both way beyond that. Both of your CVs.
But that's got to change.
See, look, what do you think that?
Yeah, we can't have that all the way up to the fight.
No, but it won't naturally. There'll be pause, testosterone, weigh in.
I think
we'll turn up.
Yo, bro.
We got the stages now.
Look, I already explained
it. You know what?
You just said what they're saying in South London.
Let's
snap out of it.
Justo, you gonna have that?
All this nice, friendly thing. We're not dealing with it. Yeah.
Listen,
before you apply whatever fact that's what to say, can we just reset the table? Just bear in mind, I'm not your critic. Yeah,
it comes from you.
I'm not your
critic.
I mean,
you said what they're saying.
But you know what?
They want you.
Don't shoot.
On the broom. You just want your head on the broom.
No, they do.
After the fight.
After the fight.
Yo,
wow.
Yo,
Wednesday, blood. Bro, it's Wednesday now after that talk.
Wednesday.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Every day is Wednesday.
I'm not gonna lie.
Until the fight.
My head on the stick.
What?
Bro, you lot are gonna be disappointed because Quincy's gone. Man's gonna tear him up.
In our real life.
Yo, he's gone. I'm gonna tear him up, bro.
Talk your shit, Justo.
Man's talking about how many dinosaur years he's knocked out people.
Talk your shit, Justo.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm still knocking them out, bro.
Talk your shit,
Road
Justo.
rage, man, had to die.
Talk your shit, Justo.
What are we talking about? Like, yo, people don't understand. I do this. I live this.
Bro, they're saying,
You know what I'm saying?
they're saying he had 40 youth fights.
40.
Youth fights.
40.
Hey, how many?
What are you saying?
How many chins you left on the Stafford, Justo?
Bro, more than 40. I tell you that facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I even walked down the streets of South and dropped a couple of draws.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, bro? What were you talking about? Do we need to mention more? Do I need to say any more?
My thing is,
SB, who's winning?
I think Justo.
That's it.
No, but I've said this straight.
Neutral before.
Yeah.
Wait,
No. I never did that.
Gully said Justo. Gully said
Wait.
Gully said Justo.
No, but wait though.
Yo, Gully, easy.
No, but Mack, did you say that I was neutral?
I want to get home. Justo.
Nah. Do you know what, bro? Let me tell you. Let me answer his question because you know what?
He knows.
Now, the first time I got asked, I said there's two outcomes. This was my exact words. Either Quincy has too much experience and picks his shots well, and he tires out because he's not. No, let me land.
Food now.
Yeah, but let me land. Yeah, exactly. Let me cook. Let me cook because I'm getting there. Or Justo gasses out because of inexperience with ring experience, which could happen previously. But if you remember, we had the face-off in December, we dropped it in December.
Yeah.
We said the fight is in what? Now, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it ain't. So my thing is now, Quincy, I don't know what happened, why you didn't make it happen quicker, but you've let Justo, pause and wait for this, grow. Yeah? Justo is...
super trained.
Yeah, but it's not just physical now.
Ready now.
Yeah, but it's not...
Trained.
You know, before, people would be like, oh... people... Yeah, see? People would say he's fizzy.
Mad.
Just.
You're gone. You're gone. You are gone.
Let them know.
40 fights is done.
Let them know. Let them know.
40 fights is out the window. I'm embarrassing that shit.
That's right.
You're gone.
Talk your shit.
Bury you. Down, yo, you know, hey. South, you lot are pissed.
No more lives.
No more lives,
No
bro.
more chatting.
Yeah, no more lives, bro.
Friends on out of here. Friends no more. Put your hands out, Gully. Who you dealing with? South man ain't even leaving this building tonight.
I'm glad I'm from West. But hey, the longer he leaves it, the better you get at boxing.
Bro.
That's a problem.
Bro.
Because you're already physical, so pause. But it's a problem, bro. Footwork, pad work, shot selection. And by the way, can I say something? Quincy is a proper guy, bro.
Nah, he is.
Serious geezer. And you know, the more that I bump into people after the face-off in South, I might be in like Norwood quickly or Fort and Heath. Brother, serious big man will stop, man, just to, yo. And they salute him, 5-star general over there. I found...
Yeah, we heard that.
The streets want to know what's going on.
That's what... Where's the tickets, innit?
The streets want to know...
Where the fuck is the tickets, blood?
The streets want to know...
The tickets at?
We broke it down. We said the beginning of... around the beginning of April.
Yeah, man.
Are going to go out.
We're doing a lot
of May.
We're doing a lot of background work, you know.
Trust me.
Like, there's a lot of... Like, every week, blood. Like, we're working on stuff, man.
There's a lot to unpack.
We didn't realise what... Like, all of these fine details. Like, for the people that's wondering what happened, where it's at, we didn't know, innit, for a lot of these stuff, man.
We didn't know.
Like, you got to have, like, insurance for breathing at this point, like, with this stuff.
Yeah.
Like...
We need to pass a lot of things.
Shit turned into, like, let's have a fight, but run the back of the fucking town hall into...
Honestly, like Quincy said as well.
An event, you know what I mean?
Me and him could go anywhere,
any time, innit?
To have a fight.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Bro.
That's nothing for us. Do you get what I'm saying? But we're trying to give you lot something that you lot gonna enjoy on that night. And I'm telling you lot.
Street Bar Championship.
All of you old guys that are Quincy's age, I feel sorry for you lot. I advise you lot right now, put your money on him, bet on him. Just bet on him. And I want you to all to bet £500 or a bag or 3 bags on him. Just bet on him. Bet on him.
Or you want them all mad at you?
Bro, I need them to all bet on him. Because what I'm going to make somebody bet on my behalf, I'm taking all your winnings. All your winnings. So I'll be rolling in South London. And yo, whenever you see me rolling, we'll drop down. Yo, I've got your money here. I've got your money here. So I advise you lot, switch up. You are gonna be switch up. Better not be yo. Don't see Dee Gully and say Dee Gully, yo, we're gonna have his head. Cause Dee Gully already told you lot, I've got his head.
Pause.
I mean,
all that pause, I'm not on that. This is my Tyson shit. I'll eat your babies. You know what I'm saying?
Mack went mad with one of them though.
It's definitely gonna be serious, man.
Yo, bro, hey, and the more, people keep telling me, I'm going to lose by this guy. You know, I don't think you don't understand the way I'm training, like.
Does it make you mad when you hear that shit?
Bro, it's not even that it gets me mad. You know, it makes me feel like, oh, yeah. Bro, you know, I don't think man understand. My training is not like he's training, you know.
Have you seen each other train?
I'm showing mine. Where's his? Why is he hiding his training? He's supposed to be this boxer that everybody keeps claiming.
Is that a tactic, though, to throw you off?
Bro, it could be whatever tactic, but it doesn't throw me off. But I'm showing. Where's yours? Why are you hiding?
Hey.
You're actually starting to prove to me that you're not really the boxer that you say you are. Them 40 fights might be a lie.
Oh, damn.
They might be a lie.
Oh, damn.
Because if you're a skillful guy, the way everybody's saying, why ain't people... Stop saying, oh, Justice gonna lose. How about you not say, Quincy, show us the video because he's showing us. How about you not saying that, South? South, say that, South. Come on, say, Quincy, show us. Show us show us your training.
Exhibition.
Show us your
pad work.
Yeah, show us your pad work. Show us your show us, Quincy. Show us, Quincy. But South, you're losing. Your guy ain't showing you lot nothing. On my side of the fence, I'm showing. This is why my people are not even talking, because they're all saying Justo's got this. Baby food. Quincy ain't showing you lot nothing. He's just smiling. And you lot are there, Justice is gonna lose. Bro, at this point, you lot should be saying, you know what? Quincy's gonna lose because he ain't showing us shit.
You say no video work?
No video work. Any video work?
Not that I've seen, no.
Do you know if the left is hard or the right is powerful? You don't know, right?
Nah.
You just heard stories that you knocked out guys, right?
Definitely, yeah. In jail, on the road.
But there's not. But the thing is, this ain't. It's not one of them fights where only one person has that rep. That's the problem.
That's it.
Yeah.
I've knocked out guys.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? My fight don't last even that long. Just straight knocked out. Sometimes I give people the opportunity. I say, "You ready?" I don't even like sneak attack them. I proper tell them, "Are you ready?" Once they say yeah, I said, "Come on, let's go." Bam, sleep. Say, "We're out of here. Let's go." How about I tell you a quick story?
Go on. Yeah, talk to us.
A quick mad story.
Please.
Once upon a time.
He started it like that.
Yeah. Listen. Once upon a time, there was Justo, C-Biz, and Tank. We're in the whip rolling, driving through the Zart.
Oh my God.
Boom, boom. One youth decided to screw his face. Yeah? To Biz. But we knew him, so we said, well, go on. Try to run his mouth. Biz jumped out. So he thought he can get physical with Biz. Wrong idea. Biz just, bah, 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 man, ran off. He ran so fast. We just jumped back in the whip. Cruise back down to South Killy. He's gonna get his big homies. His real big homies. They've come to Killy. What? Mack thing. Pull out blades. Boom, boom, boom. When they pull out blades, they smash Tank's car window. Nah, we can't have that. Let's go Mozart. We took a trip down Mozart. When we get there, their big homie was like, yeah, bruv, this Killy used to in here and everything. Yeah, bruv, we're here. There's a bag of them. There's a few of us. You already know how we get down. So the youth that called his brethren, his big homies to come and fight for Biz, to move to Biz. Boom. They've pulled up. So their big homies say, one-on-one. Yeah. Everybody in Mozart are related. They're all cousins and brothers. So they say, they big on me, said, nah man, I'll fight him. I said, rah, what do you mean? After he just backed out a Bora on me as well, you know what I'm saying? Like say, I'll fight. I said, nah. It's my cousin. I fight you. You know what I'm saying? I fight you. Yeah. Tank looked at me, said, you sure you want to do this, yeah? Man, what are you talking about, my show? Are you sure? I said, yeah. He goes, don't be scared now. He goes, say, you know what Tank is? I said, cool. Get in the middle of the road. I zipped up my jacket. I said to the Donny, you ready? He's a boxer himself. That Donny that I had a fight with, he's a boxer. I said, you ready? He said, yeah. He's on his stunts, like that. I'm like this. Sure, yeah? He said, yeah. All right, bang! Donny flew back like that. They caught him.
What, body blow or headshot?
Headshot. You just went, boy, it popped on like this. Boy, it went like this. Watch it, went like this. Went up, bang! All you heard was, you heard their shoes go like this. You heard their shoes go like this.
Hey, I can think Donny goes to what, body blow?
Bro. the shoes clicked. Like, clook.
I said body blow, like.
You know what? I want to go home. You know what I mean? I want to go home. Click, I want to.
It's a true story, you know?
Bro, clicked his foot. He's big on me, caught him. When he caught him, I said to the man then, yeah, job's done, let's move out. We walked out and mouse up. When he woke up, they beat him up because he lost them a fight. And he's a boxer. So you lot tell me something. What makes you lot think Quincy's going to beat me? And this guy was a boxer. Do you think he's the only boxer I've ever had a fight with? Do you think I ain't fight people like MMA fighters, yeah, that really get down? Huh? You see, if I was in Quincy's era, I would have mashed him up.
I think he believes you, man.
I know Dee Gully believes. Dee Gully believed a long time. Dee Gully believed on that face-off. Dee Gully believed on that face-off. Dee Gully already knew. Dee Gully knows, yeah. Don't get me wrong, we're not taking nothing away from Quincy. He's a savage. You know what I mean? He's a savage, he's a beast. You know what I'm saying?
So have we got an actual date?
It's the ending of May.
No date.
There's no date, but it's definitely the ending of May. 100% the ending of May. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying maybe the 30th. You know what I mean? Or maybe the 29th.
When them tickets come out, make sure you get them though. Grab them up. It's going to go off. Hey, quick.
All I'm saying to you lot is this year.
Good venues.
Believe me, if you don't think I'm going in there like Gorilla Monsoon, mad, and then like bouncer and arms, and no. The heat's gonna be on. The stamina level is gonna be, man, you're not gonna think I'm on drugs the way I'm moving, because no one ain't gonna be tired here. I don't think you understand the runnings I'm doing. It's not even jogging, it's running. You know what I'm saying? Running that I'm throwing up. You get what I'm saying, bro? So, and I know Quincy ain't doing the exercise that I'm doing. I know that for a fact he ain't doing what I'm doing. Man can go gym and pump weights all day, every day. That doesn't mean nothing to me, bro. In the strength is everything. And people that, you saw the interview I did with Talk, the hardest.
Yeah.
People saying Justo's strong because he's African.
Yeah.
What does that mean, bro?
Well, that's what I mean. They actually mean that.
That's hilarious.
Not every African person is strong.
I know, but I think there's like a stigma.
It's hilarious.
No, because that's what a lot of people have been saying. Even the girl on Link Up said that. No, they tried. J-Gang.
You know what?
She didn't say that. They tried to make her say that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
You know, they tried, but you know what? In her heart, she just knows.
She just decided.
You know what it is, You know, some people, look. Some people have some sort of aura. Yeah. Quincy's got the aura that I know that he's a serious person.
Yeah, facts.
You can see that people fear him.
Yeah.
I've got aura where people don't want to take me serious.
Really?
I got aura people don't think they want to take me serious. They think I'm a joke until when they really get into a situation with me. That's when they realize themselves, we kind of fucked up. He was the wrong we shouldn't have messed with. That's my aura. That's why I always ended up in fights. I ended up in fights because people thought, I'm always smiling, I'm always joking about, and he's not serious, but I'm the worstest one.
I know.
Like, Mack would turn around and say to you, I'm the worstest one.
I already know. The vibe I get from you is that because you're a good person as well.
Yeah, because we don't need to show badness. But you know what?
People take kindness for weakness.
You know what I'm saying?
When people take kindness for weakness, though, they do that. Like, they kind of like push their luck a little bit in that, and then they regret it later. Yeah. I've seen that with people, you know what I'm trying to say?
I've seen men that have mashed up here come and talk to me like me and them were the bestest friend in the whole wide world.
They don't want no smoke no more, though.
You get what I'm saying? I've seen men that I didn't even know that I've had a fight with, and they're telling me about the fight. Oh, yeah, brother, I can't even lie. You fucked me up. How did I fuck you up, though? But was it like, did we have a long fight? Oh, bro, you know, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It wasn't even long. You know, it was a quick one, like that.
But I feel like maybe.
But I don't need to. You know, what? I don't want to gas it because I'm not the type of person to want to gas it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about because I'm not the type of person to want to talk about. But you see, right now, I just have to show people to understand. Yeah, I beg you, lot, please stop trying to say this guy's gonna do me. Because he's a boxer.
These lot love saying that in South though, you know. I've clocked that.
Because
Every time I'm in South, they love it. They ask me and then
boxing doesn't define you as the person because you can box. There's enough people that can box that I will get fucked up.
Do you know what I will say though, Just? Do you know what I will say?
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I will say?
And furthermore, Quincy did boxing when he was younger. He's been more of a road fighter than a bloody boxer.
Yeah, defo. So, which makes it more even.
Yeah, so technically we're both on the same level. And right now I've picked up the boxing skill even mad on the.
That's what I'm saying. The longer it goes, the worse for him. I'm becoming more of a boxer
right now. You know when a man's sleeping, and then you're throwing punches in the air for no reason.
That's what you're on.
This is what's happening now because I'm really adapting to this boxing thing.
Man's training, isn't it?
Yeah, like I'm really adapting to it.
Like you're gonna become more of a boxer the longer it takes, and he's gonna have to be more fit, and that's the only way. Yeah. No, that's the only thing. Though.
I'm not even sparring with head guards on, bro. I'm not sparring with no head guards. You get what I'm saying? So the thing is, now, it's a beast mode thing. It's a gorilla. You know what I mean? Silverback. What are you talking about?
But this is why they're saying the African thing though, because you're saying shit like that.
Because he's hard-headed.
No, he's saying that like it's a beast mode thing and that like. They're saying what about the shot selection? What about the skill? What about the footwork? That's what they want to know though. Like you say,
what are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? I've been doing the boxing thing now. The footwork is even much more different.
But you're saying no head guard, right? Some people are gonna be like, so what's that got to do if you're on the night with Quincy?
Meaning that any punch he's gonna give me, I'm not going down. He's not knocking no one. Remember Quincy said he's gonna knock me out the first round, right?
Nah, it's mad.
He better do that in the first round because if he doesn't do that in the first round,
he didn't mean that though.
No. I spoke with Chess and I keep speaking with Chess. Yeah. Third round.
Bong bang.
He might not even make it through that third. It might not even reach the third.
I might reach the corner.
Do you get what I'm saying? It might not, but I'm saying third round, bro. I'm giving you third round. Donny said the first. Why is he changed? Why is he not sticking on the first? And I'm actually going with the first.
Value for money, isn't it? Like.
Nah, but it's only
I'm talking real.
In those kind of fights, you don't get 12 rounds.
You can't like Mike Tyson fights finishing at 42 seconds.
Yeah,
it's like
Wilder, Deontay. Yeah.
There you go.
Happens, man.
I'm saying third round. And every chance I've had an interview, I still voiced what the
third.
Exactly. When he's done his little interview, has he mentioned any what? Has he mentioned the first round like he's been mentioning? Has he talked about the first round? Already that shows you somebody that's already lost because he doesn't believe in himself. He don't believe in his power. Because if I say first round, I mean first round. So if I'm saying third round, I mean third round.
What if he just changed his opinion on it? And he means it still?
Why would you change your opinion? Why would you change your opinion?
Maybe he feels that way though. Maybe he actually thinks, you know what, I've reassessed it and it's going to be 2 instead of 1.
I don't need no South youths asking me when they watch this why I didn't interject in the defence of...
From earlier, we know...
Dude, I do not need to be... Listen, people...
Gully, man.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Move to West, man.
I might, listen, everything we've talked about, I might need to. Yeah, this episode, after this episode, I might need to. Yeah, fresh start might be.
Yeah, you know that, you know what I'm saying?
Brother, yeah.
It's the session.
Yeah. Fresh
way out.
Fresh coat of paint.
It's the session, we're out.
Fresh coat of paint.
Oh my god, I'm from the 6 squad. Oh my god, I'm from the 6. Tell them boys, yeah, you know we got them bricks. Tell them boys to link us, we all about the money and the power. I'm all about the money and the power. I'm running through the ends, I'm getting louder. They're running through my end, they got about the way they gon' trapping out here. On my block is where we working, trap here. All my man, them steady stacking out here. Trying to feed and fiend, trying to pursue our dream.
No days off.